Hi guys, welcome to the Sunday service. Thank you so much everyone for coming in. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up button already. We're going to start the stream shortly. I just need to confirm that my sound is good, and then then I'll be able to bring you guys up shortly. I need to open the live stream as well on Peach's side, because Peach is my co-host. So I just need to make sure that I can confirm that. Feel free to drop something on the chat so that I can say hi to you. I see Kenneth Wilkinson in the building. Thank you so much, Kenneth. I see you, Kenneth, there. I see Jaden. I see Bad Files. I see Eve Hakika. I see I see That Sounds Pleasurable. That is Crooked Peaches at the house. I see everyone is in the building. Peach is ready. We're going to bring her up shortly. She's backstage, just getting ready and getting in the groove and stuff. I need to figure out audio, music. Yeah, I just need to remember that. I need to figure out music, and then we can start the show. So do us a favor by hitting the thumbs up button. I need to open these live streams on a different tab so that I can just keep track of the chats and the thumbs ups and confirm that everyone is doing what they need to do. But otherwise, guys, how was your week? Oh, I can see. I just got a notification that Crooked Pitch is live. Yes, we are multi-streaming. Yes, that's what I wanted to remember, guys. I needed to remember that we are multi-streaming. So the live stream is being televised on both channels. So if you are confused and you don't know which side to be on, you can be on Peach's side. I can still see your messages even on the other side. And I see Peach has monetized the ads. Perfect. Witch of Ivor. Am I saying it right? Witch of Ivor. I love the name. Welcome. Good morning, Joe and Sue. That is from Kenneth Wilkinson. I know, to the people who are watching from Crooked Peach's side and you're wondering, who is this person? Who is this person on the stream? My name is Goga. I'm the host of the Sunday service. I do this show every Sunday, where I highlight content creators from around the world. Usually the goal is to see how we can introduce somebody that you don't know in the community, and get to also appreciate other content creators who are doing an amazing job across the world. So we are going to have an amazing conversation for the next 2 hours with Peach. And then you guys are you're gonna have fun. Now Master Buddha is in the building. Buddha, welcome. Thanks so much for coming in. That sounds pleasurable. Is blowing me kisses there. Thank you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I see Jaden. He's saying Nora. Yes. Oh my God. Nora is in the building. Welcome, Nora, aka the Stock Explorer. Welcome, Nora. Long time, Nora. How have you been? Beautiful? Thank you so much, Nora. And Nora is saying hi to Buddha. And we're gonna start in the next few minutes. I see Peach is ready backstage. Wamuyu Rainbag, thank you so much for coming in. Buddha says, Goga, I'm just watching sheets, and I'll be in PC in a few. All right, no worries. We'll be here for a while. I think, so if you haven't given us a thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up button. Ifeanyi Sikul, welcome, brother. Thank you so much for coming in. Specs Appeal is saying, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I love Specs Appeal. You guys are very interesting names. I love it. Ifeanyi says, it's been a while coming to Goga. Greetings. You're most welcome. It's been it's been one of those things, but I know you also traveled and stuff. Famous is in the building. Welcome, Rooted and Essential Oils. Famous, can you tell me how many WH left to go? I think I've done an amazing job on your house. Just let me know how many houses, not how many houses, but how many hours you've got to go, because we need to make sure you cross the threshold. If not this week, probably before the month ends. So welcome, Famous, Rooted and Essential Oils, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming in. Goga is looking fresh. The secret's loading. Ifeanyi, I am blessed. I am at peace. And I'm living life in my own terms. Dagmar, welcome, Dagmar. Thank you so much for coming in. Dagmar, all the way from Belgium. Kisha H is in the building. That is an award winner and my channel moderator. Thank you so much for coming in. Guys, let me play my music here briefly. I just want to see whether I can get something demure. Peach is very demure. Peach is not as noisy as me. I am very noisy. There is nothing demure about me. I've never claimed to be demure for sure. But I'm going to get something more demure that can linger in the background, something very mindful, something very mindful and stuff. And then I see all about food and travel. Welcome. Yo, back to you. Yo, back to you. Dagmar, how is Belgium? How have you been? Is it still cold? Is it still winter? Let me know. And to all the Americans who are joining the live stream, thank you so much for coming in. And, thank you so much for giving us that thumbs up. We don't take it for granted. So let me just get, the brown is brown in Goga. Yeah, I am happy. I am content. I don't know. Peach is distracting me. She's backstage, so in a good way. So I'm like seeing Peach backstage. So I'm just like smiling. I'm just smiling because I've really looked forward to host Crooked Peach at the Sunday service, and I'm so honored. It's like a dream come true. So I'm like a kid in a candy store. I'm so excited about it. So I'm just you're going to see her there. You can see her backstage there in her small box right there. Just see her backstage there. Before she speaks, you can see her backstage. She's already blowing me kisses and stuff and having a drink and stuff. So you can see she's ready. She's on time. So let me get music going. I want you guys to listen to this music for the first time. And then I hope the person who created for me this music will be coming into the live stream shortly. And then we'll be able to see. All right. And then MTN Grandma says, good morning, Crooked Pitch. Good morning to you. I know most of you don't know me, guys. So we are multi-streaming. Let me just explain that real quick. So we are multi-streaming on this platform. So how this happens is, my name is Goga. I'm all the way in Kenya. I usually have this show we call the Sunday service every Sunday, where I host content creators from around the world, regardless of where they are in the world. So what's happening is my StreamYard allows the co-host to also stream to their audience. So instead of Peach just sitting with me here for 2 hours, she can also be making content while seated with me for 2 hours. So the live stream is also taking place on her channel. So if you don't know Peach, you'll need to just click on the pinned link on top of my chat. If you're on my live stream, it will take you directly to her live stream where it is also showing. All right, it's also showing. All right, Famous, I think I got your message. I will talk to you on the site. The battle is real. All right. Yeah, they're always dropping, but we'll see how to go about it. All right. So, and Peach is doing an amazing job greeting everybody there with her, with a ninja and her spare channel. It's a channel. It's not a ninja. It's a spare channel. Miss Wakesho Otto, thank you so much. I already see you on Peach's side. Kentucky Goblin, welcome. How are you doing, Kentucky Goblin? Thank you so much for popping in. And then I see Ant's Backyard Garden. The gardening crew is in the building. Welcome. The gardeners are in the building. Actually, Peach is a gardener. Peach loves the garden and everything. So I expect to see a lot of green today. And she loves, what's her favorite emoji? It's a green heart. Those green hearts. You can be dropping those nice green hearts. And in case you have a plant there, preferably okra. Just kidding. If you can get okra there, you can slide. I don't know that okra has an emoji on YouTube yet, but I'm speaking to the management there. Hopefully they get us okra very soon. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. You get the joke. Yeah. Put those green hats. And then Eva Kika, welcome. Thanks so much for popping in. Lula Buddha was trying to teach me how to pronounce your name the other day because I butchered it so badly. So welcome back, Lula Pulula Laza. Thank you so much. I'll get Peach to come and help me say this because I'm going to get Peach. Peach probably has a better way of saying it. I'm going to get Peach to come and do it. Angie, welcome. And guys, without further ado, I'm going to bring Peach up shortly. Pass the love along. Kentucky Goblin says, yes, guys, that is the entire message. Please, let's share. Let's get to connect people we don't know. If you don't, if you're in my community and you don't know people from Crooked Peach community, network and get to know them and connect to their houses as well. If you're on Peach's side and you don't, you can see some new members of my community on her live stream. Also get to connect to them so that we can expand. We can expand. Yes, Wakesho got some okra plants there. Yes, those emojis. That's what I was trying to look for. All right, guys, let me get some music going. This is the first time most of you are going to hear this music, and I will talk about it shortly because it is very beautiful. So let me just turn the volume up. And after this, we are going to have Peach come up on the panel. It's like a welcome song. All right, let's go.
Good this Sunday service, we can hang out, feel so right. Building dreams in pure sight. A podcast of living themes. Real talk fuels our dreams. From challenges we've grown, Together as seeds are grown. Inspiration's lights our way.
Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining the Sunday service. I love it. 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 I love it.
We find strength to soar. Our spirits share a mighty lift to gentle tunes and open minds.
Peach, welcome. You can unmute. This is the first time. Let me give you a chance to say hi to the people. I know typing is hard.
Hi, Goga, love you, Goga. Hi, y'all,
Love
good
you too.
morning, how you doing? Witch of Ivor, you did a great job on that, Goga. You did, that's actually my best friend, Witch of Ivor.
Nice.
Angie,
Awesome.
Chris, Wakisto Otto, Bud Files, Mountain Grandma, how you doing, Tammy? And Backyard Garden, Jamaica is in the house. How are you
How
guys doing today?
Peach,
Kentucky
how do you
Goblin.
pronounce- Peach, how do you pronounce this name? How do you pronounce Lula's name? Because I still keep butchering it.
Lulapalooza.
Lulapalooza. No,
Lulapalooza, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right, Lulapalooza. I love it. I love it. So many balls there. Dennis, welcome. Dennis HD African Scope, welcome. The guy who created the title Global Online Giants, Academy. So thank you so much for that. Banyuwangi, thank you so much, my amazing brother, all the way from Indonesia, checking in. It's the peaches. Lulapalooza says yes. It's the peaches for me as well. Yeah, and then Makesho says, I am so excited. Good. That is a good thing. If you are excited, that is a good thing. That is the whole essence of the Sunday service. And, we don't want to waste any further time. Zelen, my sister, Zelen Cooking Paradise could not afford to be missing from this. Yeah. Welcome, Zelen. Nice to see you, sis. I hope you're great all the way there in Singapore. And I'm so happy. Peach, I'm so happy seeing you on the screen. It feels nice. It feels like a dream come true. How are you feeling? Is this like your first collaboration? I think, or have we had other collaborations or something?
I've done things with other creators that were smallish like me, but not like, dude, you're like famous. This is a big deal. Big deal. Huge deal. I'm like, woo, I'm not ready.
The Witch of Ivor is like saying, oh, she's blushing.
I am literally blushing. She knows me. Yeah. I'm totally blushing.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. South Florida is here, says, oh my God, wow, Peach is up with Goga. I'll be watching the replay. Family day today. No worries, South Florida. So nice to see you, Sunshine. Thank you so much, lovely. Thank you so much, lovely. And then Kentucky Goblin says, I know now what a crooked peach looks like. Ha! Love. Now, guys, do us a favor. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. Then you are also going to see commercials in case we are making money also in this live stream. So make sure you do the necessary. Yeah, we have to make money. We have to make money. There is also like a $sign there. You can also bless us. We accept offerings. It's the Sunday service. I mean,
We do.
Yeah, we do. we do accept offerings. There's we are not going to be demure about it. We accept offerings and we accept all major credit cards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cash, gold coins. You can just.
You're a mess.
At least you know. Pardon me.
Eunice Lifestyle, welcome and congratulations on 100 subscribers. Well done. And then Eunice says, I like your smile, Peach. That is Eunice giving
Thank
you
you.
comment. She has an amazing smile. Let me tell you, when I was asking Peach for the picture for the thumbnail for this collaboration, you should see the picture she sent me. And then there's one picture she sent where she had this nice, you see the picture on her thumbnail? That's the one. I was like, Goga, that wasn't like supposed to be for the thumbnail. I'm like, but it is the best. I love it because you're smiling and you're bright and you're literally everything. So it was amazing. Rachel says, good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, Rachel. Hi.
Yeah.
I adore her. She is the sweetest woman. The film star Rachel, and she sent us this yummy caramel chocolate apple butter. Ooh, so good. It was yummy.
Wow. All right. And then Kisha says, Goga, don't let Peach fool you. She loves the panel spotlight.
Ooh. Kisha busted me.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Jojo, welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. And then Witch of Ivor says, wait until she gets started. You guys, stop. She's just like settling in, and she's getting. Peach, do you have your glass of water or any polite drink you're going to be having? Because these people clearly know you. They clearly know you better than Yeah. And then Witch of Ivor says, are we doing pictures? I got some pictures. Which ones do you have? Send them to my inbox. I need them.
You do not have permission. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Witch Survivor, we welcome those pictures. My email is here. Let me drop my Instagram as well. You can come to my channel and get my Instagram address from my chat. We don't mind. Send me those pictures because she only sent me one. She only sent me one controversial picture. I need receipts. And then Rose,
I dare you to show it, but you said it. You didn't even think it was me. I promise you, it was me.
What? Witch of Ivor? Why are you silencing Witch of Ivor? What pictures does she have, Peach?
She has videos of some things I'd rather y'all didn't see. Like, you don't need to see me attempting to drop it like it's hot. You don't need to see that. No.
No. Witch of Ivor, I love you.
Not.
My Instagram accepts videos and stuff. I can send even my WhatsApp or something. Wow. She has videos. Peach, what if you ever run public?
Please don't do it. Oh yeah, that's right. I did make her delete that one. It was bad. It was very bad. Like a 53-year-old white woman who has zero rhythm trying to dropping it like
it was hot.
I almost like splatted it right on the floor. Boom.
That is Peach, that is how people go viral. That's how we become famous. And then that's how we go viral. We don't hide those kind of videos. We put them so that we go viral, and there'll be no explanation. We'll be famous anyway. So we don't care whether anybody will be judging. We'll be famous. So Witch of Ivor, please don't delete those videos. You are the one between her and fame. And those.
Oh my God.
I know Peach is giving you that look. He's like, don't you dare send Goga those videos.
I will kill her.
Yeah, Travel and Frank, welcome. Thank you so much for popping in. Nice to see you. And everybody else who is just coming into the live stream, please feel free to connect to Peach. If you don't have Crooked Peach, you can. I've pinned the link on top of my chat, but she's very searchable as well. You can just type Crooked Peach and then you'll find the channel there. We are also multi-streaming, so the live stream is happening on both my channel and her channel. So you can give us support also by just jumping onto our live stream and get to also connect to amazing community. Witch of Ivor says, you made me delete great videos. You see, this is how people become famous and stuff, and they end up losing the fame. Ethel's Kitchen, thanks so much for popping in. Nice to see you. Yeah, guys, we're just settling in, greeting each and every one of you here, just to see, what you guys are up to. We're doing what you call a mood check, just to ensure everybody's like settling in well. Kenneth Wilkinson says, you are the loveliest woman I ever saw, Crooked Peach.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Chad, did you hear that, Chad? Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh my goodness. And then so everybody's saying hi to everybody. Jojo, nice to see you, Jojo. How are you doing, my sister? Mercy Empire Kenya, thank you so much for popping in, and thank you so much for your beautiful message. Marva, all the way, thank you so much from the US. Thank you so much for coming in. And you guys are connecting to each other. You're laughing. Your vibes. And then Rosie says, I like the background music, Goga. That is the first thing I think Peach was the first person to hear this music because she was backstage with me. I was like, Goga, what music is that? I know your channel. What music is that? I've never heard that music. And it was music that was done for me over the holidays by the lovely Tandra. She'll be hosting the academy on Wednesday, and she will teach us about the power of generating your own music. Using artificial intelligence and customizing it to your advantage. So we'll be talking about that on Wednesday at the Academy. So make sure you don't miss that class in case you want to get your own music like mine. Something fancy like this. Yes. Yeah. So thank you. All right. So Ifeanyi is saying, welcome co-host. Welcome host. Yes.
Love and hope our guiding light. Everyone welcome here. Unity lifts us higher.
You're all welcome. You're all welcome. You're all welcome. You're all welcome. So, Benny Blanco, welcome. Nice to see you, Benny. Benny is also an amazing at creating these songs. So make sure you also connect to Mr. Benny, the Rocket Man himself. The Rocket Man himself. So, guys, without further ado, allow me to introduce the beautiful lady you are seeing on the screen. I did manage to whip a quick bio just for my purposes, because I love creating those kind of things. So allow me to just like do this real quick, and then she will add meat into it and everything. So I may not do it justice, but let's see how far I can go. But thank you so much, guys, for really making it, and the support. I love the love on the chat. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. So with me tonight, it's still daytime in the US, but it is nighttime here in Kenya. Is Crooked Peach. That's her channel name. I know most of you know her with her real name, but I like calling her Peach because that's how I got to know her. Peach is proof that it's never too late to change course and start afresh. After realizing city life no longer fulfilled her, Peach decided to embrace a simpler, more intentional lifestyle. She moved into a charming little place in southeastern Virginia, Isle of Wight County, in Grozon 8A, and everything changed. Starting over at 50, Peach is an inspiration for those who are looking to rediscover themselves and live closer to nature. With no prior experience or fancy equipment, she is learning to grow, to cook, and to preserve our own food while supporting small local farms. What is the mission? To reduce reliance on grocery stores and cultivate a more sustainable way of life. Hers is a journey of resilience, curiosity, and the belief that it's never too late to pursue your dreams. So you're going to join us as she shares a story, the lessons she has learned along the way, and her adventures in homesteading, all with a heart of gratitude, kindness, and a spirit of discovery. So without further ado, please take a moment and drop for me those nice green hearts to welcome the beautiful co-host on the screen. If you are on my live stream, if you are on her live stream, I want you to drop purple hearts so that she can see all the love that is coming through for her, for gracing the Sunday service. And then I will give her spot on the panel so that at least she can take that beautiful spot so that you can see her. Her attention on her. She's now on the spotlight. 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 She's on the spotlight. She's on the spotlight. Welcome, Peach. Please introduce yourself to our amazing. We have like over nearly 30 eyes are looking at us right now.
Wow.
60 eyes. Yep. Yeah.
Hi
So
guys, how
30
you
pairs of
doing?
eyes are looking at us right now. So please introduce to yourself in the best way you know how. I know I've done some bit of the formality, but I know you can do it in a better way and a more casual way than me. So take it away.
Hi guys, I'm Peach. My channel is Crooked Peach. My God-given name is Meredith. Call me what you like. It's up to you. I don't care. I'll answer all of it. My channel is about everything. My crazy little life. Goga mentioned that I moved out of the city. I did move out of the city. And I bought this little place, and it had chickens, and it had a goose, and it had bees, and I had no clue. None. But I'm telling you right now, I've learned some things. The number one thing is, it doesn't matter how old you are or what you think you don't know, you can do anything, and you can change the direction of your life at any time. You absolutely can. I 1,000,000% believe it because I live it every day. I'm sharing my whole life on my channel, one little thing at a time.
I love that. I love that. I love that. And I can see everybody is coming in. Life's Little Joys. I see Almost Homesteading with Janet. We see each and every one of you. I kindly request my moderators and the moderators on the other side, just in case I don't spot anyone when I'm busy engaging Peach, feel free to be the one who welcomes any new person you see on the chat. That is the power of our community. Diaspora Lounge, welcome. When you see anybody that is new on the chat and they're looking lost, be the person who directs them to take a seat at the Sunday service. It's like a church of sorts, but in case someone is looking lost and the hosts are like lost in the conversation, be the one who gets them to settle in. Peach, talk to us about where you grew up. I know you're born and raised in the United States, but where specifically before you made that before we get into this shift in terms of you moving from the city life.
Okay, yeah. So I was born here in Virginia, here at coastal Virginia, and I was a very poor person. I grew up in a very poor family. We, at a very young age, we had to move very frequently, and and at the time I didn't understand that the reasons were what they were, but my parents would be so behind on the rent that we move to a whole place and start all over again. And like, so this is the lessons that I learned. And I'm sorry, my head got caught up a little bit. I didn't have yards, and I didn't have gardeners in my life. And even as an adult, I didn't move out here till I was 50, but I lived on the fringes of everywhere, in the trailer parks and in the hoods. And I've affectionately called myself a hoodneck for a real long time, because I'm kind of redneck, kind of hood, kind of. But I didn't know anything about this kind of life. I just knew the way that things were going on in the city. I couldn't keep doing it. I have an issue getting mixed up with other people's business when it's out in the open. And in the city, I had pretty frequent occasion to witness a lot of physical altercations between people. And I'm not the person to go just drive by that or walk by that. I was getting in the middle of all of it, because I don't want to see people hurting other people, and I don't want to see hurting people at all. I just don't want the human race to be in the pain that it's in. So beside the fact the world was going crazy too, I felt like if I don't get out of here, I'm going to end up dead.
Wow.
So seriously. So we moved out here. They didn't even know. This is how bad it was. I went and got my own real estate agent's license. And then I started looking for a place to move. And I put the offer in on this house and got it accepted. Shad didn't know. My son didn't know. I very strongly, I knew if I don't get out of that place, I'm going to die. But more importantly, with this little piece of property, when I arrived, Goga, the moment my feet touched the ground, I almost heard, but I felt with my entire soul,
nice,
I'm home. And I was like, well,
wow,
I'm home.
And speaking of home, allow me to recognize a very special person who is watching this live stream. Wellness with Frugal Mama. Wellness with Frugal Mama is important, because Wellness with Frugal Mama is the person who made this happen. Because I got to meet Peach on Wellness with Frugal Mama's channel, and for the longest time, because we used to attend Frugal Mama's daily workouts every single day. So you see Peach sees Goga, and you're always saying hi to each other, but you're never really connected and even had a conversation that exceeded beyond a hi and those nice hugs. But eventually we did, and it was amazing. So Frugal Mama, we want to just say thank you so much for making us have this have this connection and collaboration. It wouldn't have happened because of you, and you are doing an amazing job just trying to link us also to all these amazing people around the world through your workout regime. So she says, yay! Peach, you want to say something to this amazing sister? I know you love Frugal Mama. So
she knows, and she knows now. I do. I love Frugal Mama. She's a bad woman. She is a bad woman. She has so much strength, and even though she still struggles, she still comes in contact with conflict in her life or whatever. It doesn't matter. She just does not let it hold her back, and that spirit right there is. Oh, yes, just that is absolutely everything. Because even when she is in the middle of a struggle, it does not stop her. And it also doesn't stop her from talking about it. And I think that that's so important, just sharing that, because people feel so alone, and we shouldn't.
I love her. Frugal Mama was the first guest I interviewed at the Sunday service last year. She was the first guest in 2024, and she was amazing. She came in and she gave us amazing insights that just set us out through the year. And what I know is that she's always been a very resilient soul, and I love Frugal Mama. I love her honesty. She can be very direct, and I think the world needs a lot of that. And it's amazing. It's amazing just seeing her there. Frugal Mama, thank you so much once again. We had to, of course, guys. Sorry, we have to be biased, but she's the one who made the connection happen. So we are tapping into that just to give her that special recognition. So Peach, you decide to you make a decision, and you've not told your partner Chad, you've not told your son, you did not even tell your friends, in the city.
I didn't tell anybody.
You didn't tell anybody, but you just made a decision. I mean. Talk to us about when you finally say it felt like home, when you stepped there and it felt like home. So when you finish the entire, patches and everything, now when you have to tell your partner, we are moving. How was that conversation like? When you had to tell your friends, colleagues, whoever it is, family, how was that like?
Well, okay. Whew, I just started sweating. I'm thinking back to then and like, because I was prepared for a lot of pushback, and I was prepared to fight it. You know, you might not realize it, and you might not even believe this, but I did not used to be a happy person. I did not used to be a nice, happy I was miserable and I was angry, and I was difficult to get along with a lot of times. So this is a whole new me. So when I told them, I'm not sure that they were anything other than scared. Honestly, I'm not sure that they knew what to say or do. There was no stopping it. It was happening, whether they wanted it to happen or not. So I can tell you their eyes were very big. And Chad specifically, that's one heck of a man. Because anybody with any little bit of hatred in their heart or anything less than just pure solid love in their heart would have turned and run, because I was insane sounding, going from I knew nothing, and I went and bought a house with chickens, with bees, with what the world, woman, what have you done? And nowhere near where we were. It was an hour away from where all their jobs and stuff are at. So I didn't consult a soul, but they've come on this journey with me, and thank goodness they did, because 6 months after we moved here, well, first of all, I cut a big old tree limb down and concussed myself, and no one was here. It was just me. Whoa. So that was silly. Yeah. And then the concussion had me laid up in the bed for a couple weeks. That started a whole thing. I got so sick, Goga. I was bedridden for almost a year. I mean, I could get up and struggle to the bathroom, but I couldn't go in the kitchen and make food. I mean, not even a sandwich. I was in so much pain. I was sick, so bad off. So without these guys here, first of all, I would already be dead. But that part of my life where I was so sick, and I had been under the care of doctors for 30 years, but it just turned into this snowball thing where everything was wrong. I couldn't hold things. I couldn't keep my balance. My whole world was ruined. I was in pain from head to toe. My guts were just about ruined, half to death. I was taking a whole bag of medicines and a shot every month, and I never got any better. I just expected we were going to be putting in a wheelchair ramp very shortly, and I didn't expect to live to be 60. I just decided I wanted to figure out what the heck was causing some of these things. And that started this entire new angle on this journey. But I am so grateful that it happened. And I'm so grateful that we're here in this place, because it has allowed so much growth in a different direction and at my own speed, and with no education for it and with no personal experience. I don't even know people or I've never known people who like did any of these things, but all of this has taught me how to take charge of my health. It's taught me that I'm a whole lot more worthy than I ever thought I was. And I think this is something that I would like to share with everybody that I come in contact with, that we can take charge of our health. We can do virtually anything. No matter what. Like, this is the year too. In my opinion, it's the best year, the best time to be alive right now in 2025. You can change any part of your life, no matter who you are, where you are, what color your skin is, who you love, how much money you do have, how much money you don't have. It doesn't matter. You can do anything. If you desire it, I swear you can. I want to give this to everybody. I want everybody to know this and feel this. I've never felt this way before, Goga, and I refuse to go back. I'm not going.
There's a special somebody on the live stream saying hi to us.
Hey, baby.
Welcome, Shad. We were just talking about you a few minutes ago. Good things, 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 good things. So welcome, Chad. Yeah, guys, yeah. So guys having a moment there. And thank you so much, everyone, for the love and the hearts. If you are once again, we are multi-streaming. If you're on my community and you've not connected to Peach's community, feel free to jump on her live stream. We are also multi-streaming, so the live stream is also taking place on her channel. Kisha says, true that. Lula Palooza says, preach it, Peaches, preach it, preach. And then Frugal Mama is like, yes! I said, I said that in her voice. I can imagine her voice.
Right. I love it. Yeah, you can hear her speaking.
Yeah, and then so thank you so much, guys, for the comments. And guys, if you have any question you want to ask Peach, we are just having a conversation, so it's not, don't think of it as an interview. It's just me hanging out with her. So in case you have anything that you want to clarify from my experience on the transition that to the from the city to to the countryside and stuff, feel free to ask me on the chat, and then I'll be able to post it so that she can talk about it. I like what Marva says. That's why we need to be kind to each other. We have no idea what people are going through. Oof, that's powerful. That's powerful. That's powerful. That's so powerful. And then the Witch of Ivor says, Goga, her entire being is completely different than just a few years ago. She turned from a lotus mud drenched seed to a gorgeous lotus flower.
Oh, that's so sweet. And she spoke in your language, Goga.
I know. This is something that goes on the description of your channel. And that's why I'm leaving it on the screen briefly, because that is something that goes on a description of a channel. I love it.
That was very sweet. Thank you.
I love it. So Peach.
Yes, sir.
1 year bedridden. You've just made a very huge, life transition to move to a totally different place, and then this accident happens, and you have to now be under care. That must have been very challenging, especially when you've just said you're going to start this new part of your life. So, I mean, what was going through your mind, just in that moment? Were there any regrets? Were there any uncertainties? Did you feel like you're disappointed, your loved ones or something like that? What was that like?
Everything you just said. Yes, everything was a regret. I was scared of everything. I was like, okay, first I'm going to be homeless and then I'm going to die alone. What have I done? What an idiotic choice to make. And then during the time of this, and then on the heels of this also, my mother got very sick. And then 2 years ago, she passed, which was the real beginning of me taking charge of my own health and deciding I can't keep going to these doctors. Because I was going to lots and lots of doctors for years and years. Goga, it was not a new thing. It was just a progression of crap.
Yeah.
I never got any better. Nothing ever got better. I just kept getting treated for the same thing. And if something didn't help with the symptoms then they would change the medicine to something else. I just kept on getting sicker and sicker and sicker. And nobody was giving me any answers. So once I got laid up in bed, really, I had nowhere I could go. There was really not anything I could do except to contemplate what the crap has gone on in my life. What is going on? What is causing this? And I made my way to the kitchen to fix myself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something on a paper plate. That's a whole thing. And I noticed there was a little bag, like a bread bag, tucked behind something on the counter in the kitchen. And I was like, well, let me grab that. And it was old. There was this bread. It was like a third of a loaf of bread that had gotten hidden because, like I said, I couldn't get around and stand up in the kitchen for any amount of time. It was just too much pain. So I didn't clean. I didn't do anything. This was really all on Chad. And thank goodness he did what he did. He's a good man. But this bread was months old. And it looked brand new. Like it had just come out of the package at the store moments ago. And I thought to myself, well, something ain't right about this. This bread, it was like 3 months out of date. So I started reading the ingredients and then investigating the ingredients. And wow, my mind was blown. because the ingredients that were questionable, which were, as it turns out, all of them, but the second half of the ingredient list, they were thickeners, they were preservatives, they were fake colors, they were fake sugars, they were fake proteins. And I was like, wait, I've seen these all before. I didn't actually realize what they are. So then I started looking at other packages in the house, and this stuff is in everything. And I was like, well, okay, let's see what it does to the actual human body. Well, lo and behold, turns out all of this illness and sickness, all of these autoimmune diseases, which I have over 15 different diagnoses for autoimmune diseases. 15 different diseases. Are you kidding me? Ain't nothing wrong with me. Nothing's wrong with me, really. But what was happening was those ingredients, they're in so many things. Essentially, I, like a lot of people in this country anyway, were just eating a bunch of fake food. So it wasn't real food. I had no nutrition. I didn't know how to cook. I didn't actually know what real food was. So I started making, decisions about what I was going to put in my mouth and what I was going to start allowing them to keep on putting in their mouths. And I started researching how to cook things I had never thought about cooking before. I came to YouTube and I started learning how to do like gardening things. And I dug in. And let me tell you, I screwed up more times than you could possibly imagine. I've done everything wrong, and I bet you I'm going to keep doing wrong things. But I'm not going to stop, because I personally don't think that a lack of knowledge should stop you from trying to do something.
Diaspora Lounge is like, oh my gosh, yes, the food is doing things to people, and many don't know. And then Janet is like, wow, this all started from seeing bread be unnatural. It's I like that moment there. And then Eva Kika is like, what, 15? She's still trying to count the number of, the diagnosis.
Yeah.
And then our amazing friend, Nancy B, the Scratcher, welcome. I saw your very kind message last night. Thank you so much for making it to my channel. Thank you so much, Nancy. Nancy, Peach, you sent Nancy to me.
Yes, I did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you sent Nancy to me. So I saw a very nice chat from her on my upcoming live stream. And, it was so nice. It was so nice just seeing her here. So, and, Nancy, we see you and we welcome you to this beautiful community. Peach is here, and I'm glad that you made it to be able to, hear her story and stuff. Yeah. So, bread. You're sick, you're trying to get better. So you see this, you start getting into the research, and you find out all this information. You start learning things like gardening and everything. How was the healing process? Because I'm assuming probably the more you kept on now reading, researching and things, you're also getting better and stuff. So because now there's a bit of curiosity going on there. How was that like?
Well, here's what happened. I started learning, the very first thing that I learned taught myself was how to bake bread. And I learned it from watching people on YouTube. I did. That's how I taught myself how to do this. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. And you're going to suck at first. When you start doing anything new, you're just going to suck at it. You don't have the muscle memory, firstly. You have to learn it. And I personally think that the more you mess up in the process of learning, the stronger your skills actually end up being. So, because it builds resilience into the process. But so then I started watching some functional medical doctors, and that turned me into a whole research monster about nutritional levels of especially particular minerals and vitamins that are commonly missing. In fact, more than 85% of Americans are extraordinarily deficient in vitamin D3, in magnesium, and in vitamin B1. And these things are incredibly, incredibly necessary. In fact, this is how necessary. Vitamin D is required by every cell in the body. Not one cell of your body can function properly without vitamin D3. Vitamin D3 does not work well if you don't also use magnesium. And B1 helps with regulation of sugar in your body, mood regulation, sleep, restless leg syndrome. There's so many things that we have symptoms of that are just vitamin deficiencies, but we're treated with things that aren't vitamins. So like low back pain, one of the most common causes of low back pain is a deficiency in vitamin D. And people don't know that. It's not common knowledge. It should be, because if you up your intake of that particular vitamin, it's going to probably fix your problem. Like there's no need to go, in my opinion, there's no need to go and be put on a chemically made thing that's going to cause other issues just to cover up one symptom. Your symptom is your only clue. Like your body is telling you something ain't right. But what I did is I just wanted that symptom to go away. I didn't care what it was trying to tell me. I just didn't want to have the pain, or typically it's pain. I didn't want that. I wanted that to go away, never realizing, hey, there's an underlying reason that this is occurring. And I didn't know to ask the question. And once I learned to ask the question, I found out asking an MD was not getting me any kind of answer. They don't know. They don't know. So I had to take it upon myself to learn this. And I'm off all medications. I don't see doctors anymore at all. I'm very healthy. I'm going to die old, really old, probably right outside in my garden.
That's a good thing. Did you say you also learned cooking? And it's something I like how you say you learned cooking. What was what were you eating before? Because I mean, I found it very fascinating, that the fact you started like cooking your own food. Talk to us about this. Yeah.
Well, everybody knows about the Gorton's Fisherman, and it was just everything was frozen or in a package. I assembled things pretty well, and I really did think that was cooking at the time. And I cooked in.
I like how you said I assembled things pretty well.
I heated stuff up. I didn't know about real food. I really didn't. I didn't even understand what real food was. For instance, one of the last family Thanksgiving meals outside of this place before we got out here that I tried to make, and I say try because I got fresh green beans to make a green bean casserole. Well, I didn't know that you had to cook the green beans before you covered them up with soup and threw them in the oven. So I served that to people, and all they had was warmed up soup and raw green beans. It was so gross. It was so nasty. But this kind of stuff, this is all that I knew. And like, okay, so like an acorn squash. You know how many times I walked past an acorn squash in a store because I didn't know what it was, or a rutabaga, or a turnip? Jicama? Are you kidding me? I never touched a jicama in my life in the past because I didn't know what to do with it. So I just got curious. And a lot of that curiosity was really led by needing to find where to get the highest amounts of the vitamins that, I felt like I needed based on my body's responses. So I was like, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it, but I'm gonna have to figure it out. And it started with the winter squashes, really. There's a squash called Kubota squash. Oh, that's one of my favorite things to go to. And we eat a lot of fresh things now. So we mainly eat beef. Where in the past I ate mainly processed commercial chicken. I will not eat that crap anymore. Nope. Won't do it. Free-range chicken is really good and healthy, but that other stuff, no, I'm not going to put it in my body. I used a lot of vegetable oils. And for those of you that maybe don't know, because maybe you didn't think about it, there's no such thing as an oily vegetable. There just isn't such a thing. In order to produce that, there's processes involved that. Anyway, try tallow. Tallow is wonderful. So I even taught myself how to do this. Goga, I've taught myself how to render my own lard and tallow, and I do that. And I cook in that. So we eat real animal fat. We eat fresh vegetables. We eat a lot of beef and pork. They're all from a local farm. And that's been a progression. It did not happen all at one time. It was a very slow process in the beginning because I really didn't know anything about any of this. I swear to you, y'all. Yeah, you can learn any of this and you can start at any level. And I started with the bread, and then I started adding in like I said, the squashes and vegetables that I haven't given a chance. So, on behalf of vegetables everywhere, give veg a chance. Parsnips look really funny, but they taste awesome. Go out on a limb, try a vegetable, try a cut of meat that you never would have thought to try before. Buy a roast and cut it up yourself. It's really liberating. The hard part for a lot of people, and for me at the beginning, was deciding that the time it took to make this food, like, I wasn't worth it. What? No, just throw something together. You're better than that. Put time into your food. I think the more time we spend with our food, the more we are with it, the more love that you put in it, the more nourishing it is. And I might be wrong, but I still think it tastes better regardless. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the chat now.
I love that. Guys, thank you so much. I like the conversation on the chat. I like the engagement. Diaspora Lounge says, I am so blown away because I know this story. I've been living it with someone close to me for the past few months. Watch that good, everyone.
Oh, wow.
So that's so that's like that's like amazing. And then Bosede says, yes, you're so right. Marva said, yes, grow what you eat. I saw a very funny comment here. I want to just see from Angie, and I think it's fun. It was funny. I made sure I put a highlight on it. Angie, where is that okra comment? My growing will start with okra. I won. I had to highlight that one out. And Buddha, thank you so much, Buddha, for all the love. There is a very nice comment here from Witch of Ivor. Those 4 vitamins got me out of a wheelchair, out of depression, and starting my life afresh. Peach has held my hand through the entire process of finding me. I'm finally living my truth. Wow, Peach, that is powerful.
I did more than hold her hand, and she knows it. Like, I browbeat her. I will not shut up. I'm like, take your vitamins, get this thing, do that thing, eat that thing, stop eating that. Like, yeah, she's not kidding. Nice. I feel like people my age, and I'm 54, I'll be 55 in a few months. I feel like a lot of us are just resigned to the fact that we're breaking down and we're going to get older. And and this one, I love this one. It's in our DNA. You know what? It's nonsense. It is absolute nonsense that we believe as a society that our DNA is our destiny. No, it's not. It absolutely isn't. You put good information in, your DNA responds in a good way. You put bad information in, your DNA responds in a bad way. Just because your mom had this or that, or your dad had this or that, does not mean you're going to have this or that. But if you do things the way they did, high likelihood that you will. It's not the way it has to be. And I refuse to go down like that. I think we should all stop just accepting that this is the way it goes. We're not supposed to break down and become a burden on other people. That's not the way it's supposed to be at all. We are supposed to thrive at a slower pace, but not broken. We shouldn't have to do this. I say refuse it. Just be done with it. Okay.
Nancy says she helped me so much yesterday. She was God sent. Oh wow. All right. David Hunt says, Peach and Goga, I know the deck is stacked against me today. I'm not even going to ask about the okra thing. Of course, you know, Peach is okra certified. We are not even having this conversation. We don't even need to ask her. She did the Lord's work on my birthday. So David has never recovered from you eating okra directly from the farm.
I remember. I so do.
Yeah. So Nancy, thank you so much for that comment. I think Peach has noted, and I'm glad you guys had a conversation. Buddha of Destiny is talking about grass-fed, and she's talking about the idea of make sure you read the labels, on anything that is you purchase and stuff, and then so Chrissy and Joe, I see you there. Hello, dear Peach. Hello, Chrissy and Joe. Thank you so much. We appreciate you as well. Yeah. That DNA is who we are, and we have nothing to do, and we have nothing to do with our parents. We are all our own human being, all our own human being. I think just trying to cement what you were saying earlier. And then Janet says, "Thanks for reminding me to take my vitamin D and magnesium today, Peach." Yo, she's that big sister. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. That's totally me. I'm telling you. I tell people all the time, they won't even ask me. Nancy B can tell you, like, I don't care who you are. If I talk to you on a more personal level, not necessarily up here on this, because I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm gonna tell you the real, because we can feel so much better than we believe. We really can. And so many of us, and I mean, especially women, middle-aged women like myself, we're so sick. We are so sick. Most of us have leaky gut and don't realize it. Actually, almost everybody does, because of the crap that's in the food, because it ain't food. It's not food. But we can do better. We can arm our bodies better against, the world is toxic. It is. You can't get away from all of it. But you can equip yourself better. And it's not a bad thing, and it's not a chore, and it doesn't necessarily have to be more expensive, though frequently it is, which is wrong. But I think that if we just help each other out and lift each other up and encourage each other more, and share our, like, with having a garden, sharing the bounty of the garden, which I want to do more of. I do share my garden with a couple of people. I'd like to be able to share more. And honestly, I have plans in my head and in my heart to have a whole community garden. Though the legalities of it are kind of daunting, I still want to do it, because I live in an area that's a food desert, and I don't think people should have to eat from Dollar General. I just don't. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Angie says, when the seeds come, Peach can tell me how to grow. All right. And then Howie is in the building, Food Forest Permaculture. Welcome, Howie. Nice to see you, Howie. And Happy New Year. And Happy New Year. And Happy New Year. And Happy New Year to you. And Happy New Year to you. Let me see if I missed anything. Noana, welcome, Noana. Thank you so much. Notorious Traveler brother. Appreciate you as well. All right. I like the engagement. I like the questions. Guys, if you have any experiences based on what Peach is talking about, feel free to drop it on the chat. I'll be able to highlight for her. I don't want her to suffer well on the panel. I will highlight them for her. She's not supposed to be squinting to read charts and stuff. You guys are really doing an amazing job in terms of engagement. So make sure you just drop it there on the chat so that I can be able to, like, highlight it to her. Bayou Sugar Garden, we see you, and I also see Backyard Garden. Ant's Backyard Garden is saying snowstorm coming on Tuesday. I gotta go shopping. No worries. You do that. We'll still be here most likely by the time you get back. And then Bayou Sugar Garden, we saw you as well. Thank you so much for that. Farmer Chad is posting this emoji speech. I'm sure you'll know your secret code with Chad. So
I don't even know what that is. What's he? I don't know what that. Baby, what's up? I don't know.
Yeah. All right. And then so we're having a conversation around food and also gardening. So you said you also learned gardening. How was that experience like? And for me, I like how you said you went to YouTube. Did you have to go and buy these tools for gardening? How was that experience? Like, how was?
Oh my gosh. You ready for this?
I was learning gardening, and then I'm like, oh, let me go to the land.
Oh, my son's here too. Hold on. Say hey.
How you doing, y'all?
Okay, you gotta get out of here. I can't be talking with you.
It was about the community garden.
The community garden. Oh, he didn't know. Oh, I didn't tell him I want to have a community garden. That's what he. That's what the emojis were about. Okay.
Yeah. No worries. I love how families there and stuff.
I got to tell y'all, you're not going to believe this, but I promise you, I swear to you, this is the truth. This is how stupid you can be about something and still end up being able to do it. When I first decided that we were going to grow stuff, I was like, okay, we're doing the no-till, no-dig method. Goga.
Yeah.
I promise you, I got a knife and tried to poke a hole in the ground, just a little bit of a hole, and shove a plant in there. I'm going to just say, that does not work. That does not work at all. Your plant will die. You have to actually dig a hole to put a plant in the ground. I did not know that. I'm telling you, it was so stupid to the whole process. But I tell you that to illustrate it doesn't matter how little you know about something. If you desire to learn how to do it, you can screw up enough that you're going to figure it out, because that was not the right way to do it. I've learned so many things. There's no wrong way to go. Well, do not poke a flat hole in the ground and think you're going to put a round plant root ball in it. It's not going to work. It will not end well. But there's not, aside from doing it like that, there's not one right way. There's no real wrong way, unless, you just don't try. I think that's the only wrong way to do it, is not to give it a shot at all. There's a lot of rules, air quotes, about gardening that they might not necessarily apply to you. So if you're interested in growing any kind of thing, it doesn't matter if it's food or if it's a flower or if it's a tree or, a fruit bearing tree even. If you don't give it a shot, you won't be able to do it. But a lot of it is going to be like where you're at and your instincts. So learn the information that you need to learn, but don't compare yourself. That's another thing that'll hold you back. And I did that. I would watch people on YouTube and try to learn this information, but then I thought, well, we don't have that tool, or we don't have that machine, because we don't have a bunch of machines. We don't have a bunch of tools. We have very basic stuff. And I thought, for a while, oh, well, we can't do that. We can't grow food. I don't know what I'm doing. Clearly, I'm trying to shove plants into a knife hole in the ground. That's not doing anything, and everything's dying. But if you stop and give yourself a little bit of grace and just realize, hey, I don't know what I'm doing, but I can figure it out. And I don't live where XYZ live, so it's going to be a little bit different. And just realize, we're all different. Our experiences are going to be different. Our learning processes are going to be different. We can help each other out with hints and tips and tricks, but your way is going to be your way. In the end, it will be very, very special and only for you, because nobody can ever repeat your experience. So it's been humbling. It's been
humbling,
but it's also been really rewarding. Like our okra, not to rub salt in the wound, David, but the okra this year, it grew so tall. In fact, it grew to be almost 15 feet tall. And I've never had the okra plant do that. I never really thought I liked okra before till this year, and I called him Big Boy. Big Boy taught me some things. That's a whole other thing. See, you're gonna have to put a stop to this, because I will talk forever, Goga. The land or the area that you work with, I'm learning that the land, it wants to grow certain things, and you need to let it show you. When I first came to this property, I did try to come in here like I knew what I was doing, and tried to tear everything up and make it a certain way. Our house is actually still not even back together from that fiasco. But I learned that I cannot force nature to do what nature does not want to do. That is a losing battle. So, just don't fight it. Learn to work with nature, not against it. It works a lot better, and there's a lot of things that, like this land in particular, had to show me. It kept wanting to grow things I didn't know what they were. Well, after a while, you have to start listening, and I decided, well, I should figure out what that is, and I did. And there's a lot of medicinal plants, Goga, a lot of them. They're everywhere. So that's a whole other avenue that I'm on now too. So it's not just food; it's also plant medicine, and I am absolutely behind the plant medicine. The stuff works amazing. It doesn't have side effects. You don't have to worry about having it cause other problems and stuff so much. This has been a wonderful journey, and it's really only just the beginning of it, because we're only 2 years into this. So I'm so excited. The future is really bright.
The future is really bright. I like what Chad. I like what Chad was saying up there. I'm just going to highlight it. But before that, guys, you can see that is Peach's channel. That is Peach's channel. Rebecca Prince, nice to see you. Eunice Talata, welcome Talata, Mr. Talata, nice to see you. Thank you so much for making it to the Sunday service. It's such an honor having you here. let me just highlight it here a bit. And then I like what Kisha says, gardening and growing is a lot of trial and error. Oh my God. I read that in her voice. Oh my God, Goga. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Uh-huh. And then let me see what Chad was saying. Chad said, there is no try, there is only do it. 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 Only do it. Allow me to ask you a question, because why is Chad saying, why is Chad calling himself a farmer? I want to just have a context whether Chad had been farming before, and what is the kind of support you got from your family when you started embarking on this new journey, you know, gardening and all these things?
Let me do that first. None. Yeah. Zero. I have no support from my family at all. Zero. None. True story, I don't. We're fine without it. Yeah. Okay, so Farmer Chad, when we moved out here, his father and their friends took to calling him the gentleman farmer Chad.
Yeah.
And now he's growing right into the role, because he was not. You'd called him Chad the golfer or Chad the painter, but not Farmer Chad. He's falling right into it. This is a completely new life. He didn't ever live like this either. He really didn't. But he's willing, he's strong, he's really strong, because he's stuck with me for all these years. He's very strong. Oh my gosh.
How many years has it been? Just curious.
We are entering year 9 this year. But this is also the second time around. We met each other. When was that? 2006. So almost 20 years ago. And life circumstances didn't allow us to really connect like we maybe would have at that time. But I think it was better. I think it was the wrong time in our life. But we reconnected again. It'll be 9 years this year. And I always knew he was the one. I knew the second day I knew him, I knew he was the one.
Yeah.
That I was like, always, never stopped thinking about him. I was always talking about him, and I just compared everybody to him. After I met him, it was done for all other men. They just couldn't measure up. And yeah. Anyway, he's mine. So.
And Chad, because I know you are listening to your babe there on the live stream, Janet is asking you a question whether you like Star Wars. I don't know. So Chad, you can answer that because I know you are on the chat. So just a curious question there from from Janet. Eunice is laughing at the entire story and backstory, and then living my best life at 60 is saying hi. Yeah. My best life at 60. So let me go back to we are going back to you're talking to us about the support when you started off. So let's just get back to it. Yeah, not golfer Chad, not painter Chad, but it grew up. It grew on him eventually as farmer Chad. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, carry on.
Sorry, I'm like lost for a second. I seen Whit said, "Oh my God, you got mushy, woman."
Wait, Chad is saying 20 years. 20 years.
All together, pretty much, yeah. But we haven't been together for the whole 20 years. We've known each other for 20 years, and I knew. Again,
that's a long time.
I knew. He didn't know, but I knew, and yeah, I got him. It took a long time, but I got him back.
And initial Tribe Goga passion. Eva Kika is like, Peach, is Chad behind you? Why are you guys why are you always looking for gossip? Why are you like this?
Yeah, stop.
Yeah, Eva Kika, why are you like? Is Chad behind you? Peach, I'm just asking for a friend. No pressure.
Oh, he's in the kitchen. He's cooking. Okay.
All right. Peterson, nice to see you as well. All right, let me. We went on a tangent there for a bit. I don't know. You're talking about the support when you started off gardening. That's what we were discussing.
Mm-hmm. No, we didn't have any support. We didn't have any. Like I said, I moved us out almost an hour from where we were, and while that might not sound like a lot to a lot of people, everything we ever knew was 5 minutes away. I mean, seriously, we had like a choice of 2 Walmarts within 5 minutes. And we moved to a place where we don't even go. It's so far to go to a Walmart. It's like, there's no point. There's just no point at all. So the people that would have maybe been supportive or had the opportunity to be supportive, they don't live anywhere near us. And it's way out of the realm of convenience for their lives. But frankly, I don't think that they really understand it. I remember when I first started bringing eggs to church, when I was still traveling back to the city to go to church on the weekends. And I would get questions like, you eat those?
Wow.
Yes, they would ask this question. And you know what, though? At first, no, I did not. Because I had the same reaction. Because they weren't bleached, washed white eggs. They were different colors. And sometimes they would have a little poop on them. And I was a total city chick. And I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I know.
It took months. I was here gathering these eggs up. I was even selling and giving those eggs away and going to the store and buying those anemic little eggs that now you cannot make me eat them. You could not, under any sort, I'm not eating that crap. It was so bad. So it's just, it's a completely different kind of life than I've ever lived. And while, I have a lot of love, maybe from people who aren't here, they don't understand it. It is like a foreign language entirely, the way that we live our life, the way that we function at all. It just isn't normal. Like, I used to run the streets all the time working to make money. I don't work at all anymore. I don't even have a working vehicle. And that doesn't make sense to so many people. But it works for us. And it doesn't have to fit into how things are necessarily supposed to look. Not every family functions the same way. We don't all have the desire for, a little picket fence and 2.5 children and a cat and a dog. That is not what we all want to do or how we all want to live our life. And so I'm out here doing it this way. And I'm so glad I met so many of the people that I've met on YouTube and that I continue to meet, because y'all are my people. Y'all are on YouTube. That's where they're all at. Yay! I'm so happy I met you guys. I'm so happy. Mm-hmm.
I like, you have a question here by Rebecca Le Prince is watching you from London. And she says, Peach, my mind is a bit busy with the peach emojis. Why? Why the peach emojis? Why peach? Why peach? And I think, why peach?
Okay.
This and
is funny.
Kenneth Wilkinson, I think, also asked the same thing earlier, if I remember.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I bought some fruit trees from Tractor Supply, and then I treated them real bad and planted them real wrong. And one of them, my favorite one, is the cutest little crooked peach tree. And that's where it came from. It really did. But then after we all agreed, because I discussed this with the guys when I was talking about making a channel and all that other thing, like, we talked about a few names and they were okay with this name. And after I did it, I realized it's so very true. Because we've been together almost 10, so 7 years ago, I broke my leg and ankle.
Oof.
Yeah. And I don't walk quite the same. I have a little bit of a limp. It's less than it used to be, but I'm a little bit crooked and I can't really travel. I've never been much of a traveler like a ripe peach. So it kind of all just works out. I'm kind of crooked myself. I'm kind of peachy myself. It just works. I don't know. All right. I'm happy with it though. I do like the name. And it was
I love it too. And it's very catchy. Crooked peach. That is creativity right there. Like, that's creativity right there. And then Ben is asking you, have you had okra, crooked peach?
Yes, I have. Not today, Benny. I don't have any put up. Oh, I gotta go so much more this season. Just wait. Come back in, May and stuff, and you're gonna see some baby okra plants that you'll see by the end of the summer be huge. It's gonna look like a forest of okra. I hope. I'll have some just for you, David. Come get some okra.
All right. Right. Diaspora Lounge says, Goga, please extend this message to Peach. I look forward to a private chat. Please, hope you're open to it. Thanks in advance. Yes, I think
Okay.
Peach is also on Instagram. Peach is
Just
on
got on
Instagram.
there.
You got on there. It looks very busy, like it's been there for a while. I saw the pictures. I saw the receipts.
Well, it was an account that I had on there for a long time, but I haven't been on there in years. I went up there yesterday, literally yesterday, and I was like, okay, let me just reactivate this account. And I changed the name to Crooked Peach. So yes, I'm also on Instagram. You can find me at Crooked Peach. You can send me a message there.
Yeah, so Diaspora Lounge, you can drop a message on Crooked Peach. Yeah, I saw it yesterday because she added me on. I never even knew she was on Instagram. So until yesterday. Until yesterday. So yeah, so yeah, guys, if you have anything, Famachad says pickled okra this year. Oh well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So definitely. Well, we've been talking about it. I mean, we do like that kind of stuff. If we buy it from the store a long time ago, now we're out here, we're realizing we can do these things. What? People can make pickles and stuff. No, we're just expanding our knowledge, and it goes for it, everything's connected. I say this all the time. Everything is connected. So what we are able to grow kind of leads us into what we are learning to do with the food, and then so growing more than we would be able to eat has led us into learning different things, different ways to preserve things. Chad plans to do some smoked peppers this year. There's so many things that you can do, especially if you're willing, pardon me, to really go out on a limb and make a radical change in your life. If you are willing, but also able, because I know that that's something else that I know that people don't necessarily have the ability to just up and move to a whole different kind of place. It was an abnormal event that happened for us. I'm glad that it happened, because it's really opened up my eyes to so many things. But if any of the things that I have talked about, especially about being sick, has resonated with somebody, please don't for a moment think that you have to have this going on in your life to make improvements, because it's not the case. You don't necessarily have to be able to do any of this. I swear to you. All right. So just because people put pressure on themselves, just like I was saying, when I was first learning about gardening, I compared myself so much to what other people had going on, to the equipment that they had, or the setup that they had, or where their land was, or how their land was, or that they had a lot of land, because we don't really have a lot of land. It's more than people have in the city. I understand that, but it's 3 acres total, and half of it is wooded. You don't have to have any of this. You don't necessarily even have to have the ability or the desire to grow food at all to feel better. Just buying healthier food and stuff. So I don't want people to ever gloss over the fact that everybody's life is different, and it all started with one thing. That's so important to remember. It started with one thing. It was never all things at one time. This has been a process that's built upon itself, and it continues to build upon itself. So, all right, cool.
Yeah. And I like that, because you're taking me now into the next question I wanted to ask. Reinventing yourself, especially at 50, that's not easy. That can upset a lot of people. That can be a bit challenging itself. And I always say there are certain things we can get away with when, let's say when we are younger, but but as we get older, there are a lot of interest because of the, let's just talk about the supportive framework around you. Because you are dealing with people. You're not just like one person. There's family. There's all these things, there's all these things that surround you. That decision to that decision to just reinvent yourself, it means you're going to overhaul certain things that for you it is I need to start cooking. I need to be more intentional about my diet. I need to start gardening. You are doing stuff that your original before that you never used to do. So it's a totally new overhaul, for lack of a better word. It's an overhaul of for lack of a better word. What are some of the lessons you learned, when you made that decision? And, when you look back sitting here today, what is that one piece of advice you will tell somebody who's looking at you right now and they think it is too late? to
Number
to make
one,
that change? Yeah.
never too late. Ever. Never too late. Number two, it's going to be a bumpy ride. It just is. It's part of life. Like when you first learned how to ride a bicycle, it was not perfect right the first time, right? No, it
Man, I
wasn't.
fell
Yeah,
badly.
right? And you
Yeah,
learned, and your muscles learned, and
yeah.
every failure is absolutely a lesson. So that going in knowing it's never too late, it's never too early either. It really isn't. That you're going to screw up, that failures are actually really just helpful hints. they're lessons. They really do make you stronger. And while they're embarrassing frequently, especially if you suffer from self-esteem issues, or if you think people are constantly judging you, you might think those things are important. They're not. Yeah, but I really felt that way. Nobody cares. Not really. Nobody cares what you're doing. And the more you screw up, the better typically people will feel about themselves. So just keep doing you. Um,
Mm, I love that.
that's really the hardest. The hardest thing is not allowing yourself to hold yourself down before you've ever started. That's the thing. It really is. The first step, that's the hardest thing. It's just taking that very first step. But it gets easier every time you take that step again.
Anita says, Peach is lovely, accommodating, and pure at heart. Oof.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. Oh,
Yeah. And
you're
then
sweet.
Belinda agrees with you. Yes, it's never too late. It's never too late.
It's not.
Stitching up, welcome, and Seven Sacraments, welcome. I love the names of people in your community, Peach. They're just like those names are very powerful. They're very powerful. They're very powerful. And then Marva says, yes, truly, it's never too late. Truly, it's never too late. Yeah, it's never too late as long as you're breathing. And Rebecca says, yes, have a strong mindset. Is power. Be you, do you, for you. Yo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. That's and
I
Seven
found
Sacraments. Yeah,
another thing.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Carry on. No, I love it. I love it because I was just highlighting the chat. So carry on.
Okay. I've also found that knowing that you're gonna meet with opposition from people is critical. Anytime you're gonna make a change in your life, you're gonna scare the crap out of a lot of other people, because when you make a change in your life, it affects them in one way or another, and they might not want that change. A lot of people will tell you that it won't work, you can't do that, who do you think you are, you don't know this about this or that or the other thing. That's not your fear to take on, that's their fear. Let them have it. Let them talk. Let it go right over your head, because it doesn't actually have anything to do with you. That is them taking their own self-talk and reflecting it outwardly toward you. Don't accept it. It's not yours.
I love that. Oof. Guys, the Sunday service, a home of inspiration. I hope you are getting something from this. When you look at this journey, like just moving away from the city to, especially like at 50, and you are leaving everything you've known all along, and you're starting afresh. How do you say that it affected, like in what ways do you think it affected your personal growth, other than just being more intentional in terms of what goes into your body, but also just like even the relationships you cultivate, the community around you? Just talk to us about that.
Well, moving from such a highly densely populated place to out here where we don't currently have any neighbors. There's a house right next door to us that's empty, and a house across the street from us that's empty at the moment. So we don't really have a lot of people out here. It put me in a place where really I had to depend on myself. And I think I needed that, because I didn't believe I could. I had so many things. I had no faith in myself. And it might surprise some people to know that even to this day, I don't actually have a lot of self-confidence. I don't. I'm passionate about a few things, and those are the things I stand on. But being isolated in a lot of ways, and this also happened, we moved out here in 2020. So the world was pretty shut down at that time. So it kind of got me ready for this part, but being out here and we're not close to things. Nothing is convenient. Like you said, nothing like anything I've ever been around. You know, coupled with we didn't know anybody out here and no neighbors. It just put me in a position to like, I had no choice but to try to do things I didn't necessarily feel like I could do or like I had the skill to do. But then at the same time, I got to admit, it also afforded me kind of the privacy to do it without being easily or openly judged. Because in the city, people were living right on top of each other. Out here, I could screw up and nobody saw it. and I'm telling you, I have. Listen, let me tell you all what I did. You ready for this?
Yes. Spill.
Okay. One of the first things I did was learn about chicks and baby chicks. And oh gosh, I'm all of those all in kind of people. And also I'm an addict by nature. And I went to Tractor Supply and bought hundreds of baby chicks and brought them home. I was rescuing them. This is the kind of crap that Chad has had to put up with. He went to work and there was like a dozen chickens here. He came home and there were 300 baby chicks here.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm crazy. That's the kind of crap that I have done. So it's not even just going in and not knowing about something and teaching myself those lessons. This was a big lesson. Learning that I really need a chaperone, first of all. I should not go to those kinds of stores. I'm an empath, and I did not know that. I had no idea I'm all empathetic. Also didn't know I was autistic. So these are all things that I've recently learned about myself. Now I know I don't need to have myself around little baby chicks because I just love them and I want to love all of them. And that's really unfair to the people that, depend on me to hold my part of this thing down and not put all this extra work. It's hard to come home after a whole day of work and realize, oh, this crazy woman and he did not say woman, trust me. That is not the word that he used. And I don't blame him. Done this, and now I got to build 2 new coops after work. Like, yeah, she's trying to kill me. And I'm sure that's what he thought. Actually, I'm pretty sure he said that more than one time. You're trying to kill me.
He's been very diplomatic on the chat. He says it was crazy.
Oh, he did. Yeah, it was. I was not kidding. I really did. And then I had this bright idea that we were going to go to these animal swaps and sell these babies to good homes. Oh Lord, it's a whole thing. I'm not even allowed to get chicks anymore. Like he's gonna have to take care of. Actually, I've asked which Ivor to raise a few of them to grown up age. I cannot be trusted around these baby animals. Then I find out I'm incapable of eating an animal if I have met the animal. You might want to learn these things before you go do some crap like that I did. No, you're just going to have a lot of pet chickens if you don't know that in advance. Goga, it has been a lot on that man in particular. Just put it on him. It's been so hard. But I'm glad, again, that we've done this because he's not the same guy he was. I'm not the same girl I was. We are so fulfilled now. And I didn't actually ever realize that my life was so empty before this. Oh. But now I know. I'm a very weird person.
Chad, I hope you're listening to this. I'm sure you're listening and just like beaming and smiling. And everyone is laughing at this story about the chicks. Mercy Empire here says, Peach, you're so natural and full of humor. I love you already.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
I love you already.
Very
and then
sweet.
Yeah, and then I think I saw a very interesting comment there from Seven Sacraments who says, I couldn't kill an animal myself either.
Well, here's the thing. As it turns out, I can do that part. And I can butcher it and I can cook it. I just cannot eat it. I cannot eat it. Mm-mm.
Wow.
I can't even eat a fish after I've caught a fish. I don't know. It's that empath stuff.
Wow.
You
Okay.
could never eat
Okay.
when I killed it. Oh, Cheryl said that. I just read that about the fish thing. Same.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Cheryl also say the same thing. I kill except fish, except fish, except fish. Cindy Silva says, my crooked pitch, my beauty. I love you. And then she puts all these emojis, kisses and stuff. I'm like, okay, this one and the emojis. I love that. I love that. I love that. And then Farmer Chad says, that's why she got me.
You better come in here, man. See, he talks a lot of trash. He talks a lot of trash. That's why she got me to do the dirty work. No, he's so full of it. He needs to come in here and show his face. He really does.
Yeah, Chad, you can come say hi to the people. I know they've seen you before, but the ones who haven't said hi to you can come say hi to them. Briefly, we won't keep you long. We won't keep you long because I know everybody's like, where's this Chad? Where's Chad? Where's Chad? Where's Chad? Okay.
I'll get him. Hold on. I'm gonna holler at him.
All right. So guys, let's get him to
Come
come. And yeah, so once again, guys, let me see. Make sure you're connected to Peach. If you have not yet connected to him, to her. I was
He'll
thinking
be in
about
here
Chad.
shortly.
All right. If you're not connected to Peach, the link is pinned up there on top of my chat. I think she's on the road to 3.2k on this Sunday service. On this Sunday service. So make sure you connect to her channel. I'm just going to share it out here. That is the channel. You guys will not believe I met Peach when she was at 900 or something? I think it was like, yeah, she was
890. 890. Yes.
You remember the exact numbers. I'm
do.
so shocked. I'm so shocked to see like at 3.2, almost 3.2k. Like this is amazing. This is amazing. Yeah, it was 890. It was 890, and I think she popped on my random pop-up live at lunchtime. Yes, I remember, and I had to run and everything. So yeah, look at this. This channel has grown immensely. This is so beautiful. This is so nice, and it's only like been less than 3 months or thereabout.
Yes. Yeah, I was actually looking at that last night. That live, I was at 890, and you saw me in the chat, and you started talking to me, and I was answering you in the chat. And you were like, we can get you to 900. I have friends here. And you did your thing. And I was like, what? And the next thing I knew, it was on. And then I started going and like taking your class. And the things that you teach people, he's brilliant. This man is brilliant. But he had a class on how to do a loop. And it wasn't even the way I did it, just saying. But he did this class. And he was... And Goga, you don't know this, but I try to do a Goga voice.
Wait, what?
I kind of do a Goga voice. I say, crooked pitch.
Hey, there's Chad.
What's up, guys?
There he is.
What's up?
I just did my voice for him there.
Oh.
My Goga voice. Yeah, so I've done my Goga voice for only a couple people ever, and I was kind of scared. I was like, I don't know what Goga will think about this, but I'm really glad you heard it. Am I okay? Is that okay? Am I good with you with that?
No, can you adjust so that Chad can come more towards? I think it's on your left. Yes, because we could.
There you go. Get down.
We couldn't see him, so that he can say hi to the people briefly, just to, That is the farmer Shad himself.
That's him right there.
I try.
He does. Yes, he does.
Yeah. Everyone on the chat, guys, behave. Just you can say hi to the handsome gentleman on the screen. I like how everybody is like. Chad, let me ask you a question that will put you on the spot. So Kisha said that her husband normally discovers secrets about her on her YouTube channel. Does the same apply to you? Do you find out things about Peach when sometimes you're on the chat or on the live stream and you're like, wait, what?
The community garden, that's about it. But usually she runs things through.
Okay.
No.
I was going to tell you blink twice. Blink twice if you are scared.
That's good.
You have no idea how on brand you were with that. You have no idea. Because he's always joking, talking about some people are going to ask me if this is a get out situation. I'm like, you better stop with this crap. Bye, baby.
Pleasure, Chad. That was amazing, guys. At least you met the man in her life. You met the man in her life. They've known each other
Poor
for 20
thing.
years. Yeah, as he said. So yeah. So I like Keisha is like Farmer Chad. It's the beard for me. It's the Keisha. Keisha, your husband is watching me. Keisha, your husband is watching the live stream.
David Corey. Hey, it's so good to see you, sir.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious, Goga. I adore you, dude. You know
that was fun. That was fun, and you gave us a bit of a commercial break. We needed that. And everybody. Now, Chad, you're stealing all the attention from me and Peach. Everybody is now speaking to Chad on the chat. Like, oh, that is so good.
He has no idea. He doesn't care. His adoring fans, and he just walks right out. See how he is?
I know, like, really, Chad comes here and steals our attention. Everybody's now addressing Chad, and we are like, guys, we are here. It was Peach and I. Like, come back. It was us.
Oh goodness gracious! Woo,
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Oh my gosh. Okay, what we got? What we got next? Give me a good question. You better stop, bitch.
Yeah. Okay, guys, where were we? The people are keeping tabs on my conversation. Yeah, no, you said you have a Goga voice or something. I think that's what you're talking about, the Goga voice. But you already did the Goga voice, so I want to see a shot on it. Yeah.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
He says he wants to see a short on me doing the Goga voice.
That's content. That's
I
content
do
right
it.
there.
I do it. Goga.
Trying to get her canceled.
Stop it. You better hush him out. Get out of here. Look, he's in here poking his head trying to cause trouble. I'll do a short on that if you're okay with that. I was so intimidated, but I'm glad you're cool with it. I do it.
No,
I do it all the time.
I'm cool with it because it's content and it comes from somebody I know, like who knows what they're doing. So it's definitely I don't take it for granted. And then Chad, if you're listening, you have amazing conversation. You have people asking you questions. David asked you what you're growing in the garden, so you can catch up. You can give us that on the chat. Because I know he's busy on the chat. There's also another question here by Sammy Joe. Sammy Joe says, "Hey, Farmer Chad, I'm so glad you showed us all. Hello, Farmer Chad. I'm so glad you showed us all the man that is blessed with this special peach. Yo, aww." now Chad is going to feel some type of way, like, oh, you guys.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah,
I saw that somebody said something about a well-kept beard. I wanted to mention that.
Keisha, it's Keisha. Keisha is the one.
Okay.
Keisha is the one talking about your husband's beard. So
Keisha. So he's using a beard conditioner that I made from tallow and vanilla bean. Just saying. It's homemade. Yep.
Oh wow. Look at you doing stuff and keeping the man's beard and stuff.
I'm trying to learn all the things that apply to our life. Not all the things. You know what? That was a thing I wish somebody had told me. Don't try to learn everything because you're not going to use all of it. You just just don't. Learn what you need as you go, I think.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, that was a great commercial break. We laughed a bit. And guys, once again, if you have not connected, Tandika, nice to see you. If you have not connected to this beautiful peach, please make sure you're connected to her. Once again, you can bless us. She's a monetized channel now. I thought you should know. She's fully monetized. So hit that $sign, give her like a super chat, super sticker, membership. Do all those things. We accept all major credit cards. She talked about bitcoins, gold coins, cash app. I don't know, those things. TikTok is kind of banned, so you have to give us those gifts. TikTok is kind of banned in the US for like a bit, so you better give it.
They actually did that? Okay.
Yeah, they did. I woke up and I was seeing all these screenshots on X. People could not access TikTok. I think 2 hours to midnight your time. So. Yeah, so but they are hopeful that the new president will will get them out of that, and I'm like, okay, I don't know how that will go, but so guys, before they bring it back or something, so you can make sure you give us the gifts, Do the necessary. Right. And then Real TBT says, I'm going to try out the beard hack. You guys just you saw Chad the farmer here. Now the men want to go and try the beard. Yeah, talk nicely to Peach. She can give you the condition. Peach, look at what you are starting on my Sunday service. Look at what you're starting on my Sunday service.
Keisha! Thank you.
That's a business right there. Oh my goodness. Keisha just gifted 5 memberships at Crooked Peaches channel. Who are the lucky winners? Let me see. I want to do that Oprah thing. Keisha has gifted a membership. Wait, Keisha, you gifted yourself a membership as well. How do you? I didn't know you can gift yourself. So Keisha, you are a member. Living My Best Life at 60, you are a member. Wellness with Frugal Mama, you are a member. The 7 Sacraments of Health, you are a member. Stomp Radio and Cats, you are a member. Stomps Radios and Cats, you are a member. So we have some amazing memberships that have just been gifted by Keisha. So congratulations to the
Thank you,
the 5
Keisha.
recipients. Please use
Welcome
those.
to the Peach Buds family, y'all. Welcome.
Yeah, use those emojis. Click on those emojis that Peach has if you're a new member. She's been working so hard to create these emojis. I'm sure she'll want to see how they're looking like on her chat.
I do.
Tap on them. And Keisha, thank you so much for that. I am going to give you a special I'm going to give you my special water in acknowledgement, as Peach is so excited now, guys. So excited. Yeah, I'll give you a special water, Keisha, for this amazing blessing that you've given on Crooked Peach. Thank you so much for this.
May your spirit always be filled, and may your cup.
Okay, sorry, wrong water.
It's okay.
Wrong water. May your pot brim in abundance.
Thank
So thank you so much, Keisha, for that blessing. I think we took a moment there. And yes, guys, keep supporting, keep helping, and that goes a long way in terms of helping the channel grow as well. Right. And then which survivor is dropping all the receipts? It's like, Goga, you should see our text. She loves making those emojis. No, she made those emojis look like I'd given her an assignment. It's like, Goga, why are you giving me such a difficult assignment? So for me, it was like it's like a student in the class at the academy. It looked like she was complaining in a good way. It's like, Goga, tell us again how to do it. So I want to see those texts. She's like, yay, I'm excited to make these emojis. But I'm glad she made them. They looking amazing. It was a work in progress, and she finally did it. So thank you so much. All right, guys, I welcome any questions you may have for Peach. In case you have any, bring them on. It can be about move to the, it can be a move from the city. It can be about, gardening. It can be about anything, that... that she has been talking about here. It can be about Chad. I like that. Like, oh, Goga, you said we can ask about. I'm like, no, guys. No. Yeah, but you ask, so long as we can answer it, we'll try as much as we can. You talked about you talked about learning about being autistic.
That was a huge thing for me.
Yeah. And you talked about, how did you discover this? And, talk to us about this.
Okay, so I don't know that anybody really knows this outside of the family. My son is on the autism spectrum, and he was diagnosed very young. And I was given this quasi-diagnosis, but at the time, there was no such thing as a grown woman with autism of any kind. It was just not actually a diagnosis. So, and then I heard that one more time from a professional. And again, I was like, no, because I learned everything you could learn about the spectrum, and Asperger's was what it was called at the time, in particular for little white boys, because that's all the information that was available. It was that was it. It seemed like they were really the only people that seemed to be affected by this at the time. So the second time I was diagnosed with this, I again was like, this is a bunch of hoo-ha. And then I decided, okay, let me see if this is true, if this could be true. And so I decided it was time for me to really look into it. And then it was like having a weight lifted off of me and so many things taken off of my eyes. Like suddenly the world started to make sense, and it never had before. I've never felt like I fit into any one place at all. I've always been the odd girl out. Um, I don't feel sad because I've learned so many lessons, but I just never fit in before. And I never understood why I felt things as deeply and as strongly as I do because it didn't seem like anyone else did. It was just me. And so, I dealt with the labels of um, dramatic, particular, she's just so much. Um, when when you don't understand why you necessarily work the way you work, those things really dig deep. And they affected me very deeply for a really, really long time. And it took a long time for me to get to the point where I stopped caring so much. But even then, guess what? I really did care. I really did. So learning and accepting not only that I'm autistic, but I'm ADHD, I'm an empath, I'm an INFJ personality type. Lord, I mean, you cannot come at me from any angle without me being too feely. After you get to the point, after I got to the place where I understood who I was, for the first time ever, um, I let myself be a girl. Really, I feel like I was really tough and kind of a tomboy kind of a person my whole life.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people really thought that that's who I was, that I'm that fighter person or I'm that scrappy person. And no, I was just really scared. And scared people are angry people. And scared people are a little bit aggressive. It's like any animal that's scared, they're going to react in the sweetest, most accepting, kind way. People are scared, they react scared. I'm I'm very grateful that I found this information out and that I'm okay with who I am. In fact, I'm incredibly happy with who I am. And I really, really, for the first time, do not care what anybody else thinks. I'm freaking amazing. I'm weird and I'm wildly wonderful. And I'm okay with that. And if you're not okay with that, then you can move on. It's cool. We can all live and be different and not, agree with one another or even like one another. I might
Yeah.
not be your cup of tea, but I'm somebody's cup of tea. So that's
I,
what it.
you know, yeah, yeah. No, I like what you say because for one of my students, is also neurodivergent. But one of the things like about this person is that they are very skilled in other things. Like they're very like they're out there. There are certain things that they can do, and anytime they come to the yoga studio, it's always like amazing. Just seeing a totally different version of them and how they're able to how they're able to at least embrace the practice and whatever form you throw at them. When it comes to so you talk about autism, and we talk about ADHD. Michelle Belas was talking about this last week. What is that one piece of advice you'll give to maybe somebody with autism, and and they feel limited by societal perceptions or of their abilities? Because for me, I think this just been blessed differently. You approach creativity on a very different level. You see things in a very different way because hell, you're not conventional, and it's okay. And I think for most people, I think we don't. For most people, we don't appreciate why it's very important, to just like go off the beaten path. And I like how you say, Goga, I'm not, it's not conventional. I'm not going to go because everybody is going this particular route. I'm going to be in the minority, and it's okay to be in the minority. So what is that take on, what is that inspiration you'll have for somebody who feels like the societal perceptions are going to like limit, their beliefs?
Well, number one, if if it's you, if you're the one who's wired differently and you're learning about you, learn all you can. Um, in my experience, the more I learned and understood why things happen the way that they happen, or why I react or don't react to things in a particular way, understanding how I function has really helped me to set myself up to be more successful. Um, if you're the parent of someone who is autistic, really, my biggest thing is accept them for who they are and understand they're never going to fit in to the lines the way people might want you to push them into. But my gosh, the path that is there for them, it's so amazing. Just help them to light it up themselves. So just know yourself and light your own path. It does not need to fit in the lines. It does not need to tick any particular boxes. Creating your own way is the real way to happiness, and it is just it's a human right. We can all be individual and still live within each other's lives, and be okay with it. And your daughter or your son or yourself, you know, you are the way that you are for a reason. Don't change who you are. Respect who you are. Celebrate who you are. That's my number one advice for anybody. Just these things. They're very important.
Powerful, 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 powerful. And you just got a blessing from Tandika, who is watching you from South Africa. Yes. Tandika, thank you so much for the blessing. I will give you your water as Peach sips, her glass of water just now. Hold on, let me do that. May your pot bring in abundance, Nandika. Thank you so much for the blessing. And Ministry of Hope says, beautiful. That pitch, that was so beautiful. That was so beautiful. I think she resonated with what you just said. The Witch of Ivor says, everyone has a battle to fight. Support them with a smile. Support is positive. I love that. 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 That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Just getting towards sorry guys, I'm getting towards the I don't want to I feel like it feels nice hanging out with Peach. I don't want to like let her go, but I'm also mindful of the time and also just it's Sunday and it's daytime there, so I'm going to I'm just getting towards the tail end. But if you have any question you want to ask her, I welcome the questions at this particular point. So if you have any question, if you have any observation, if you have any compliment, you can just be celebrating her. It's perfect. You don't need to ask questions. You can even save the questions for the academy. But in case you have any compliment and something you want to tell her, put it on the chat. I will highlight it for her to read and she'll feel nice about it. Catch that bit of goodness, catch that awesomeness and everything. Peach, you talked about being an empath. That is for me, I always think it's a blessing for sure, but it can also be a curse because you feel differently. You have to, it's like, that saying that heavy is the head that wears the crown. There's always that powerful statement that heavy is the head that wears the crown, because one of the things with being an empath is that you end up feeling things very differently. You may see something, you will feel it on a very deeper level than maybe a typical person will just be like, not be bothered and stuff like that. How do you reconcile this? And so you have all these, you have to deal with family, you have to deal with your gardening, you have to deal with your life transformation, and then you have the ability of also being an empath, where you're able to feel things on a very deeper level. How do you navigate this challenge?
Not well. I've done very poorly at this previously. Yeah. I didn't understand that I was empathic in the beginning. I just thought I got overly invested in people, and also I believed the lie that I'm just so dramatic or just so extra or just so. And you can't, as an empathic person, it's not like you can choose to just turn it on and off. And so, and empaths do feel things in different ways and on different levels, but I feel people's everything. I feel their emotion. I feel their physical pain. I feel their past pain. I feel their it's exhausting. So the way I've gone about it is a little unconventional too. And that is, I mean, it's part of my seclusion. And the garden it's so therapeutic. Do you know the garden has so many messages that the plants, they communicate with me. And I don't mean, I'm not crazy. I'm not saying they're like, hey, Paige, how you doing? No, they communicate with you. Nature communicates with you when you're out in it. And that has been very helpful too. And then the chickens do as well. The chickens are, they teach you some things. They've made me into a much better person. Because there's a fine line between raising things up and holding them back. Very fine line. So that's something that I've learned, and it's been very helpful in that. Understanding that you're an empath, though, and being able to communicate the necessary boundaries with people, that's been rough. You know, I mentioned that the Witch of Ivor is my best friend, but I didn't mention that I broke up with her a year ago, almost now, because my empathy and where she was in her life and my inability to rein myself in, to know how to unplug myself with that empathic way, it put us in a place where we could not communicate. And so I, for months, ended that friendship. And that is something that I don't regret, because I think we both needed that for ourselves and our personal growth in our life at that time. But those kinds of ugly missteps and misunderstandings of who you are and how to function within yourself as an empath, I think it's important to talk about those things. Sometimes you have to put things on pause. Sometimes you have to cut people out of your life, sometimes for good. And sometimes, you know what? It might even look and feel like it's the other person that that's the problem. Nope. Nope. Most of the time, it's just me, not the other person. So a lot of the times for you, it might be you. But we are now in a different place, and we can communicate and support each other on such a different level. So it's been a process. It hasn't gone exactly the most smooth. It's not like I have advisors to help me on this. I'm stumbling along, figuring it out. But I'm grateful. I am really grateful for all the falls, because with every one of those falls, I learned something important, really important to know about myself. So I celebrate it all, and I think we should all accept and understand that growing is part of living. If you're not growing, if you're not changing, if you're not learning, you're dead. But it's not going to be without stumbles and bumps and bruises and mistakes. It's all part of the journey, though.
And I like what Ivor says, that yes, it was for months. Her physical empathy and my energy empathy, it made us both stronger. It made us both stronger. And guys, if you're not connected to Peach, once again, please do the necessary. We are just getting towards the tail end of the conversation. So if you have not connected to her, please make sure that you're connected to her. I want to see her at 3.2K. You know my OCD with numbers, guys. You already know this. I already know my OCD with numbers. I'm trying to be better, but this has to be done. This has to be done. Yeah, this has to be done. Yeah, Kikaini Kwetu, welcome, Travel and Food brother. Thank you so much. And Travel and Food, please jump over on the other side if you're not connected to Peach, so that we can at least get that push. Peach, you got a blessing here from David. David says, painting the chat green, anti-okra empathy. Look at this one. He just had to make it about okra. Now, Peach, now you're putting Peach on the spot, David, because she's like, okay, I need to acknowledge this, but I also love okra, so yeah. Thank you so much. Thanks so much, David. I will give you your water shortly. Don't worry about it. Lula Paliza says, wow, this is fun. Yes, it is fun. And we are enjoying it. Peach, when it comes to, for me, I think empathy is like very crucial, and, it makes us human, and, it makes us appreciate that, there's the person you are dealing with is almost like a divine Actually, everybody you deal with is a divine human being and a divine reflection of some higher being. What are your thoughts on spirituality? Because I see you leaning a lot towards it, and you get to hang a lot around a lot. You and I, we hang around the same people. So yeah, we do hang around the same people. What is that thing that anchors you? Like, if you were to talk about, I don't know, I don't know what I'm asking, but you get the point. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of hard to. I'm still in the process of getting to where I'm going with that, basically. I believe strongly that spirituality is all about vibration, frequency, and energy. And it's all up, and it's all down, and it's all in, and it's all out. It is all of the things. Which I know sounds kind of witchy-woo or weird or just non-committal to a lot of people, but there's a few people probably going to
we've already established we are weird, so weird is good. It's okay. We are good. It's a safe space. I believe in energy a lot. Like energy. Yeah, I believe in energy.
They're all around all the time. The energies and the spirits of everything that ever was, never will be, is all around us all the time. It's all the time, all there. So I think for me, my spirituality is really rooted in getting back to where I should be, which is in nature, like hands dirty in nature, being a part of nature, tree hugging. Yes, I'm a tree hugger. Deal with it. It is what it is. I mean, I just really, that's where it's at. I've never had this opportunity in my life either, so it was so unnatural for me. It felt unnatural to become natural. It felt unnatural not to have concrete and asphalt all around and lights lighting up everything all the time. But my goodness, once you get the opportunity, once I had the opportunity to get out here, it was just an entirely new world. So I feel fully awake, and I feel like I'm becoming fully alive. And I will become more fully alive and fully awake and fully aware, because that's just my goal. I want to plug it in, and I want to share this loving, hopeful energy out and just only feel this way. I don't want to feel the angry, scared, fearful thoughts that I ever felt before. So I'm just trying constantly to push out more positive thoughts and energy into the whole world, trying to be more kind. And you've used the word a lot of times, and you're absolutely right on the money with that. Being more intentional. So making choices to do things with purpose, like planting my garden. I am planting with a purpose. I'm not going to do something because it's popular or because it's fashionable or because it's trending. I don't care what's popular. I really don't. I couldn't care any less. I just want to be happy, and I want to feel connected with the planet that we live on and with other human beings. And I want to just love on other people. And I want to share the lessons that I have been able to learn about being healthy. And it's easier than we ever would have thought. And that mental health that comes along with being healthy, but that happiness, in essence, I want to share with as many people as I possibly can, because we can live so much better than we do. And we can love out loud. And don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. Why would you be ashamed to love people? Just love people and tell them, Goga, I love you. I do.
Peach, I love you too.
You know it. You know it.
There's some very interesting comments coming in on the chat. Let me just highlight them for you. Which Survivor says, you're a spiritual mandala, always moving, always connecting. It's beautiful. And I like how you talked about connecting, the power of connection. Buddha says, you got to be grounded, and best place to be grounded is nature. Amen, Peaches. I am a tree hugger too, sis. Yes. So Buddha just telling you there that I got you. I see you. And then Diaspora Lounge says, yes, hug those trees. I used to think that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do too.
I like that. And then Seven says, we need to regret our cities. Peach, do you miss the city? Do you miss the city?
No.
Okay.
No. Honestly, I've come to the place where I feel like we could do better as a society if we kind of rolled back the way we live our life to like the 1800s, and I mean in how we have our community set up. I want the village life. I never had it, but I want it. The book that spoke to me from a very young age and has stuck with me my whole entire life was the original version of Stone Soup. Stone Soup was about a stranger who came to a village of people who had no money and no food, but he was going to make some soup by using a stone. And he just included everybody in the community, and everybody in the community had one little thing that they could add to this soup. And before you knew it, there was this whole pot of stew that fed the whole community. And they had extra. They had extra. And this happened because they came together. We cannot come together when we're divided with sidewalks and news that tells us that we're supposed to hate each other. And we don't need to. And I refuse to. So do I miss this city? Not even a little bit.
Your chat just turned orange, courtesy of Buddha of Destiny. So Buddha gave you a super sticker there. It's a beautiful super sticker. And thank you so much, Buddha of Destiny Namaste, for the super sticker. Thank you. We can't comment on the super sticker, but yeah, good enough. I will give you my water. So I will give you my water, Buddha. Your pot bring in abundance. We thank you for I can see the Sunday service offerings are now coming in. Thank you. Now you acknowledge the offerings. Thank you so much for this. Peach is always making fun of me. Because anytime I say offerings and stuff, she's always like, Goga, you are crazy.
Brave, crazy and brave.
Anyway, so thank you so much, Buddha. And Buddha says, Peach is my soul sister, of course. And then I like this idea. We need to start a YouTube trend of taking videos of ourselves hugging trees and doing the tree hug in each video. That's so cool.
Let's do that. Let's do it.
Let's do it. I need to figure out how I'll go and there's a tree. There's a tree there are a lot of trees in the office. I'm just thinking of which tree I'm going to. I'm just thinking of. I had to figure out where am I going to get the trees, and then I realized, oh yeah, there are trees. I can see the trees.
Oh gosh.
Trees. Oh my goodness. And then I like the idea. So we'll start with you, Palooza. You go get us a tree, and then we, that will be a good place to start. You start and then tag us, and then now we can pass it forward. Seven Sacrament says, I'm in. You see, it's a good, just like that, you gave us an idea. So that is a good challenge, and I will, I have a big mouth. I'm going to talk about it. So we are going to do a video, shots of hugging trees. 10 seconds, I think.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea. Yeah. And Buddha says, if you don't have a tree, just pick a plant up and bear hug it if you're in the office. Good idea. Yeah. I like alternatives. This is nice because there are some people who live in cities and they don't. The last time they saw a tree, they can't even remember. The last time they saw a tree, they can't even remember. Oh my goodness, yeah. So that's actually a good idea. I love it. Oh my goodness, Buddha, thank you so much for the blessing as well. Buddha gave me, I think, a blessing here. Thank you so much, Buddha, for the blessing.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for turning the chat blue. I don't take it for granted. May your pot forever bring in abundance. And then Diaspora Lounge says, we only realize when we finally understand how much good life / nature actually has for us, which we've abandoned all these years.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, that.
This is you need to collaborate with Diaspora. I guess that's why she was asking for your contact. Diaspora, I hope you've connected to Peach on Instagram so that you guys need to be because I think you guys will be because I've been on your live stream and I've seen you and I've seen your content. I think you guys are going to be amazing sisters and friends. You guys are going to be amazing. So you better make that connection happen. And then Buddha was talking about when built up with anger, I go outside and I get grounded and hug a damn tree instead of making a hole in the cement wall. Yo.
Yeah.
my goodness, interesting insights. Interesting insights. Like people are amazing. These people are amazing. So we are going to hug trees. Oh, Palooza, thank you so much for the blessing as well. Thank you so much for the blessing. Thank you so much for the blessing. May your pot brim in abundance. I'm going to play your water for you shortly. Let me just catch up on the charts because I don't like being left behind. In 2025, I'm not being left behind on the charts. That is what I purpose by myself. I purpose by myself. Which of Ivor is asking? Peach, you wanna walk my new place with me, hugging the trees?
You know it.
Right. And then allow me to. There was a question here that I think was asked earlier about is there like a garden expansion that is going on?
Yes.
Yes.
We've doubled the size of our garden here, and yeah, it's going to be a year. But that's part of the thing with me. I mentioned earlier that I'm planting with purpose, and yeah, the purpose is because I need to grow food. I don't work outside the home. I can't actually work outside the home anymore. I'm not going to try. No, I'm not on disability. I don't want anything to do with any of the systems in place. I just don't want anything to do with it. I'm not going to doctors. I'm not going to the government. I don't need their help, but I can grow food. And so we're making the garden already. We've expanded it twice the size of what it has been. And I'm going to go in hard and do everything I can to grow this food and preserve this food and create more recipes and just create more health and nutrition for the whole family and share it with as many people as is willing to listen to this stuff. It's honest to goodness. It might seem like it's just somebody making a video. It's not just somebody making a video. When I do it anyway, I can't speak for everybody, but what I'm trying to tell you is something that I can't just outright tell you because I don't want to get my channel shut down. I'm trying to tell you there's different ways to do things, y'all. There's different ways, and the outcomes are so much better. They really are. Okay, I'm trying to be quiet.
I love that. I love that. Okay, let me see. Ivor, I hope you've been answered. And then Diaspora says, yes, you found your purpose. You found your purpose. Brother Eddie Trix, welcome. Eddie is joining us all the way from Qatar. Eddie, if you have not connected to Pitch, please jump there and thank me later. And anybody else who has not connected to Pitch, please do this before we leave the stream in the next couple of minutes. And then I see, oh my goodness, Buddha has given you a membership. Wait.
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah.
Wow. She's a peach bud. Yay!
Yes, thank you so much, Buddha, for that. And then Buddha says, oh yeah, sorry, I updated my card pitches. I got to do it manually every time. Yeah, that happens a lot, by the way. That happens a lot. We totally agree. 7 is asking you, can you grow grains, stroke wheat?
I don't know. I haven't tried. This is the second year that I've gardened, or that we've gardened. It'll be the second spring even having one. I don't know that I would be able to really affect well enough. I don't think that I would be able to get enough of a payout from because I don't have any equipment or anything like that. And I know that you can separate the wheat from the chaff, in a manual way, but we don't have any of those things. I don't have any of that experience. And so while I would like to, I don't think that it's a really smart idea or endeavor at this point in time. Perhaps in the future. I do plan to live to be 103, so I've got time.
Wow, 103. Nice.
103.
That's 50 years to go, right?
I got some time. I got a little bit of time. Yeah.
I love that. One of the things I want to ask you as well is also what has it been like connecting to fellow homesteaders and like-minded individuals, especially on platforms such as YouTube, because you have a lot of that. So that's like amazing support in terms of people you don't know across this platform. Mm-hmm. How cool is that?
It's incredibly cool. And if I had to give you one word, I couldn't give you one word because it's been uplifting, it's been validating, it's been educational, it's been so filled with love. Gardeners are really giving people. It's a caring community. And maybe it's because we're all a little bit dirty. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, I'm very, very fortunate that I found the gardening community in particular in the beginning because I've learned so much. And I continue to learn. I really do. I'm not an expert at a thing. Not one thing. I don't even trust experts. I trust real people. And gardeners have been so real and so generous with their time and their knowledge and offering to help solve problems that you might run into. And you know, there's no competition between gardeners unless it's an actual competition, which is rare. But I'm just like, yeah, we just lift each other up. And then that it led me to people like you. You lift people up in a whole different way, and it's amazing. Dude, do you know how special you are as a person, as a human being? Do you know how rare it is to run across someone who's just so pure of spirit and heart? It's really, really rare. But I mean, Goga, you are a really incredible human.
Thank you, Peach. You're gonna make me emotional in the live stream.
Because you're so demure. You're so demure, Goga. Goga, so it'll just be fun.
Oh, good. And guys, I like how when Pete said that maybe because we are all dirty, and you guys are like, yeah, dirty, yeah. Literally, not figuratively for sure. literally. Yeah, because I see a lot of I love that community. The gardening community is very close knit and they're amazing, and people are sending each other seeds, people are giving each other tips. It's always so nice to see that kind of support, especially on platforms such as YouTube. And you know, and that has really been you know, that has really been very beautiful to watch. Is this what when it comes to your YouTube channel, are you going to just fashion it around gardening and cooking, or what should we expect to see on this beautiful channel, you know, as we get into the future? Because it's now 1,000 subscribers. It's now a fully monetized channel. It's in the YouTube Partner Program. What is the plan?
All right. And also, I'm a little bit ASMR, in case y'all didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's also that. Yeah, that's true.
The ASMR is a huge thing. It's therapeutic for me. So the ASMR is going to continue to be a part of the channel for a bit. I would like to move it over to another channel altogether, but it is what I do. That is what I literally cook and record myself almost every day. This is just, it's my life, and I get into it. Like, if you enjoy watching it, you wouldn't believe what's happening behind the camera. I get lost in it. I will cut too much food because I'm so zoned out. It's very therapeutic to do, and it's a therapeutic thing to listen to too. I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to continue to try and share these life experiences while I learn to garden, and I'm going to share these gardening experiences too, and the preservation of food, and I'm sharing recipes that I'm sometimes just inventing. Usually it's just something that I've reworked. I'm just going to continue to do those things and connect and love on people as much as I can. I'm a weird and oddball kind of a person who's in a world with a whole lot of other weird oddball people. So, hey, if you're weird, come hang out. Like, you are welcome. I don't say no to anybody unless you're mean. I draw the line at meanness. You have to be a kind person. And I'm not that. I'll kick you right on out of my life if you're not kind. I'm going to continue to do that again. And then I do have that second channel that sounds pleasurable. And that will hopefully eventually just be where I put all of my ASMR energy into, so that people who are more into the gardening and cooking don't get confused by the fact that I am a whole person who has like 87 different facets to myself. Nobody's one thing, right? We're all multiple things, and we're all kinds of things. So it's all of my life basically. I'm just putting it out there and figuring out what you guys are gonna be interested in sharing with me, and I'm gonna continue to get to know you guys too. Like, and this is the most amazing thing. This has opened my life up. You know, being sick and being laid up had me very, very, very isolated. And it had me hating on myself pretty hard about how big a failure I was, what a weak individual I had to be. Like, how bad does it have to be that at 50, or it was 52, actually, at 52, I'm planning for my wheelchair and my imminent death because I'm such a broken down person. I'm not by myself. I'm not alone. Y'all were here the whole time. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to have connected with you guys, and I'm going to continue to share my life. And I hope you feel free to reach out to me if you have questions about things. I will answer your questions. I'm pretty much an open book. I just don't want to say everything on a video, but I'm pretty much an open book. This has been the most amazing journey, and it's going to continue to be an amazing journey. You go,
I love that. I love that. Ivor still insists that I hope her future plans on her channel is to include the dropping it like it's hot.
She needs to shoot.
How did you, how did you sneak in that comment there? It's like you're just waiting for that. Goga, thank you for asking this because I can remind her. And then G Mama Grows, who has been watching us from the beginning, says, let's grow.
Yeah.
All right. And then Misha Bless, thank you so much for the blessing, Misha. Oh, you met Misha last week, and Misha was talking to us about ADHD and having to help kids who are going through that. Misha Bless, thank you so much for the blessing. David Ant says, for all the anti-okra crusaders everywhere. David, leave me alone. David, why are you like this? David and Misha, allow me to give you your blessings, guys. Let me put the water real quick. That is so crazy. Oh my goodness. Once again, if you have not connected to Crooked Peach, jump on her live stream. The live stream is happening on both sides of our channel. So it's going on her channel and on my channel. So if you have not yet gone to give her a thumbs up, go there. I want you to give her a thumbs up on that live stream and then stay there until she leaves. We are going to leave in there. We are leaving shortly. So make sure you do that.
We will have to leave shortly. My battery's gonna die. It just came up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to plug it? Do you want to plug it in or something briefly?
Well, I could maybe for a minute. It gets hot really quick, but also I have to cook dinner tonight. So tonight I'm making chili from roast. I'm taking roasts and I'm cutting the roast into chili bite-sized pieces of meat, and I'm making this Texas chili, y'all. It's gonna be yummy.
7 is asking you: is your journey in your videos?
Some of it is, yes. If you want to take a peek back, there's a video I did just over a year ago called "Why Homesteading." It explains a lot of this, but you can see a lot of difference. I'm much heavier then, and I grunt a lot in those older videos. You can hear because I was in pain, so much pain. It was very difficult to move. It's gotten so much easier, but you can see the progress in it. But when I started, I had no idea that people would be interested in knowing that kind of stuff, like the bad side, the downside, and frankly, I was ashamed. I was ashamed that I was fat and out of I had no kind of health. I was out of breath all the time. I was uneducated about what I was doing, and I was just fumbling around. Like, who in the world would have ever imagined somebody would have wanted to see that? Not me. I never would have thought. Now I know better. Unfortunately, I didn't film all of the things, but I'm willing to share all of the information and encourage anybody who's feeling like any of this, and not necessarily like gardening or anything, but just like if you are in a rough place in your life, if you are down on yourself, if you are anything, and you've made a decision to make a change of some kind in your life, and you don't think somebody might be interested in knowing it, oh, honey, they will, because it wasn't just you. Just like it wasn't just me. There are hundreds of thousands of us out here, and we all think that we're by ourselves. And I'm just saying, we need to show the dirty. We need to show the unpolished. We need to show the failures, because people think that everything's perfect, and it's not. Not at all.
Powerful. Misha is saying, I love Peach's bacon. I always find her making bacon on her channel. So that's a good one. So clearly I'm not the only one who has been seeing you making bacon on the channel. So that's pretty good.
I eat bacon every day. Hey guys, did you know that bacon is incredibly high in vitamin B1? What? And it's really helpful. Check it out. Just look, I'm always talking about this, Goga. And Witch will tell you and anybody else. I talk about it all of the time. Every conversation that we have involves something about nutrition and food.
Oh my goodness. Peach, if you could, if you could go back and speak to the 20, let's say the 20-year-old version of you today about this path that you took, this reinvention, this restart. If you could go back to that 20-year-old Peach, what would you tell her? Ooh.
First of all, I would probably say, girl, that boy is no good for you. Go ahead and choose something else. Just make a different life choice. Really, I had terrible ideas about what I thought. Yeah. I think it would really be hold on to that little bit of hope. Because, honey, it's a slow roll to get to where you're supposed to get to, but you will get there. You are going to get there, and you will experience happiness and healthfulness that you could not imagine that you ever would have experienced. I had no idea, and I would tell that little girl, the good times are coming. They are coming. Yeah, that's all I tell her. Because she was hard-headed. She don't listen good anyway.
Amazing. So Sophia, nice to see you. Sophia Wasis, nice to see you. Allow me, I'm going to ask the last set of questions I'm going to ask you. They're just like random, but very fun closing questions, just rapid questions, I know this got heavy there for a bit, but just to like lighten up. What is your favorite thing to grow other than okra?
Tomatoes.
Oh, okay.
I love tomatoes. I think tomatoes are the sexiest vegetable. They are luscious and beautiful, and they come in all different colors and shapes and shades, and I just love that. And it smells amazing. I mean, it's really intoxicating the way that tomatoes smell. It's very good.
I'm just looking at your face, and now you went all out just describing it and stuff.
I love them. I really do.
Yeah. What's the one homesteading tool that you can't live without? A tool that you can't live without?
Chad, the farmer Chad.
That's a good one. Chad, I hope you have that. That's a good one. That's so good. I didn't see it coming. That's a good one.
He's gonna kill me. It's the truth. I can't help it. Other than that, I don't know. Gloves. Garden gloves.
That's okay. Gloves. Okay, that's a good one. Farmer Chad. I like the Farmer Chad answer though. It was I love
really
it. It has some serious character to it. Oh, this is an obvious question because my channel member Peterson Farms of Nashville was saying that he loves your sunset, your sunset pictures. He loves your sunset pictures. So I was going to ask you, city skyline or countryside sunset, but I think it's an obvious question.
Country. The city can stay in the city. I don't want nothing to do with the city. I don't find that pretty.
Yeah. All right. And then the second last one is one meal that you'll never grow tired of cooking or preserving.
Oh. Cooking and preserving are two different things, and I'm so new at preserving. So preserving, I would easily just say tomatoes. It's boring, but it's the truth. Okay, yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Bacon and egg breakfast. Gotta have them bacon. Gotta have them eggs every day. I gotta have them, y'all. It
had to be bacon. It had to be bacon. All right, it had to be bacon. It wasn't a trick question, but I saw that coming. Sorry.
Boring.
If someone visits your area where you are right now, what's that one must see or must do experience? If I was to come and visit you today, what is the one must see or must do experience?
Well, I don't think I should talk about that out loud. There's some things that are legal in this state that aren't necessarily legal in a lot of areas.
Peach, you want us to break the law, or what is it that you want us to do?
not going to be law breaking, but it's not legal in all the states. That Goga, I would love to do that with you. Outside of that, um, oh, you know what? There's a state park nearby. It's called Chip Oaks. I would want to take you there because there is a wall on the beach it's more than 25 feet tall where you can literally see just layers and layers and layers of millions of year old fossils. They're right. You can see all these fossilized creatures and crustaceans and stuff in this 25-foot tall wall that's right on the James River. It is amazing to think that that was ocean and it goes inland so far. I have lots of fossils. I collect fossils and sea glass. So I would take you to the water and I would definitely get you some Virginia green going on in your life for sure. Those two things I find to be very important. We would have a blast. Oh my gosh, I wish you would come to Virginia.
Good. And just to let you know that your partner Chad had you. So when you said he's a favorite tool, so so the receipts have been captured and noted. Diaspora Lounge, thank you so much. Diaspora Lounge, thank you so much for the blessing. I'm going to give you your water shortly. Diaspora says, what an awesome conversation, awesome community. Yes, thank you so much for making these guys making these guys like making this like what what the time and what the power of community. Whichever ever says, is that your sea glass spot?
A real beachcomber never gets her spots away. Thanks, Heather.
Oh, all right. And then Southside Backyard, how you doing? Welcome, Southside Backyard Gallery. I saw you earlier, but I was meant to say hi to you, but I think I was distracted with the comments. And Southside Backyard Gardening says, I am so happy to be here. Thank you so much. We are so happy to have you as well. Guys, I think I'm done with my questions. I'm looking at I always take notes before I come to the Sunday service, and I think Peach has literally delivered. She have understood the assignment. I've gotten answers to all my notes. I don't even have anything else to ask. So I like what Spread Love says. Hey, Peach and Goga. Yes, thank you so much. So we have said we are going to hug trees and we are going to record it. 10-second video. 10-second video of hugging trees. I don't know if my colleague is good, but anyway, we don't care. I'm going to give my colleague my phone to record it as I do my hugging, and then I'm going to post it. But Lula Palooza, you are here. You're the one who has started this trend. So we are starting with you. You have to like post your first one, and then we will follow suit. So Lula Palooza, who is also one of my super chatters tonight, we are waiting for your cue, and then we'll be able to do the thing. You have to start so that some of us see the format you are taking on hugging the tree, and then we can follow suit. Palooza, you started this trend, so you might as well.
Number two, I will text you and just bug you till you get your little tree hugging video out there.
I love it. It's a good cause, and I think something that we can get to in the first quarter of the year for everyone. Just in nature and just out of. I think I love it. It's a good cause. Peach, I'm going to now give you a very honored moment just to wrap everything up. I don't see anything. I think everybody's excited. Everybody's so happy seeing you here. So I'm just going to give you like a moment to just do a wrap up. I'm going to put you on a solo layout for that. And then what else? In case there's anything you feel like you want to just relay, because tonight we are discussing the gift of restarting, the gift of the restart, and I think you did an amazing job just giving us the key points. So you can use this moment to just reiterate that, and also just your overarching message to us, especially as we embark on the year 2025. What is it that we need to do just to make restart a culture, to make restart nothing to be ashamed of? I know kindness is a very big thing for you. Love is a very big thing for you. So you can just wrap up all these things. I like listening to you when you speak, because you just go on a whole tangent, and it's always beautiful just listening to you complete with vocabularies and stuff. And I'm always like, yo, those vocabularies she's using, it's amazing. So I'll give you that chance to just do that, and then When you come back, we'll be able to say bye, and then we'll end the stream on your side, and then I'll do the affirmation, and then we can go. So guys, I'm going to give her a chance to just like do this on a solo layout. Let's give her that attention. There we go.
All right. Firstly, let me just say thank you, Go. Thank you so much for inviting me to do this, and it has been wonderful. And I do adore you, and I hope you understand that I'm not blowing smoke up your bum. I think you're an amazing person. To everybody that's watching this, really, I think the biggest message out over all of this that I would just like for everyone to understand and know is that if you doubt yourself, everyone else will. And if you are putting your go sign or your attaboy or attagirl into what someone else thinks about you, you might not be getting what you want. But I will tell you that if you want encouragement, share it out with us. We're all trying to do new things and learn new ways and function in different ways about things that we might not necessarily know all the things about, and that's okay. You don't have to be an expert. You can make all sorts of changes. You can learn any kind of a new skill. You can do this at any age, at any time in your life, with little money, no money, or lots of money. We have an entire community waiting to love on you and lift you up. I'm always going to do this. The loving and the lifting up, that's something I apparently have done kind of my whole life. I'm so happy to be able to speak it out to you guys. And I want to particularly share that a lot of us are in a state of misery, and we don't realize that a lot of it has just to do with nutrition. We can do things a lot easier and a lot happier if we are filled with actual nutrients, if we're able to access food that has the nutrition in it. I personally would love it if we could come together as people and put an end to this whole food desert situation, because while we all maybe can't grow things, there's enough of us that we can grow and share. We can grow and share all of these things. And I think that my philosophy to all things at this point in my life is it has to do with every subject. We grow better when we grow together. We grow better together. Let's love on each other. Let's lift each other up. Let's not hide any of our feelings. Let's not hide any of our intentions. Speak your desires out into the universe. That's how you manifest things. Speak them out. Believe in yourself. If you're having a hard time believing in yourself, come here and share it so we can help you to understand you're more capable than you ever thought. Nothing can hold you back if you decide this is what you want to do. Whatever the thing is, it doesn't have to be anything to do with anything that I have talked about or that I've done with my life. You have no real limits other than the limits that you allow to be placed on yourself by yourself. We can do it. We can break through it. Love out loud, and we grow better together. That's my biggest thing right there. And again, thank you, Goga. Thank you so much for letting me be on your channel. Thank you, the universe, for bringing me into the world of Goga, because he's the most amazing human being who, wow, he gave me a key. He gave me permission to just be who I am and not be ashamed to be who I am out here in front of you guys. You know, I screw words up. In the past, I wouldn't have maybe thought it was okay to say things and mess up, but yeah, it is, because we're human. We're just all we're regular, normal people. I don't know what else I could possibly say other than, yeah, just thank you. Thank you, Goga. Thank you very much. Thank you all. You all have been just wonderful today. You celebrated and been so nice to each other. And oh my gosh, I have Peach Buds members now. It's so amazing. Thank you again. Thank you again, Keisha. Thank you, Buddha. Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. I mean, y'all have put up in ways I never would have thought. I didn't expect any of this. I didn't expect us to even go on this long. Thank you so much. Thank you. Right, I'm done.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, Peach. Look at you. And everybody on the chat is also being all like, they're sending hearts, they're sending hugs, they're sending very nice affirmations. Thank you so much, guys, for the kind words. This was really, for me, it's a dream come true, Peach. And we've been talking about this like since last year. And it kept on being this is a 2025 plan. You have to host the Sunday service, and we have been planning it like randomly, and to just see it happen is very magical. And thank you so much for just kicking off the year for us, because I know the January is still very young. and we are still setting intentions for the year. But I just want to say thank you so much for the gift of your presence. Thank you so much for the gift of this fellowship. Thanks so much for the gift of community. You're an amazing person. I love your energy, and for me, I trust energy. I trust intuition, and it was definitely worth it. Feel very welcome to come do this again. We always say, well, once you host the Sunday service, never feel shy to always pop in and just say, Goga, I'm coming up on the panel. You're now join the list of eminent hosts of the Sunday service who can be called upon anytime. So thank you so much for really making it happen. Yeah. So guys, before I release Peach and she says bye, allow me to just say you can drop any kind message you want to drop her, but I know she's going to be able to see them on the chat. So we are going to do this. I'm going to end her live stream from my side because I know those are technicalities. So if you are on Peach's live stream, you can jump back on my live stream. I'm going to drop the link. You can jump back on my live stream, and then I'm going to do the affirmation on my side, and then we can be able to go raid somebody and go surprise somebody in the spirit of what Peach just said, in the spirit of kindness. So you're going to take an Uber. I'm just going to type it on Peach's side. So just Uber to my side. Let's go. Give me like a few moments. Yes, I've just dropped the link there, so you can Uber back to my channel, and then we can end it on here. So Peach, thank you so much. You've stayed here for nearly 3 hours. Can you imagine? And we thought this was going to be 2 hours. I don't take it for granted. So thank you. I love you, Peach. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.